Test, test, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. I can see it's working now. Alright. Okay, let's get back to where we were. So, I've got the game on game capture. This should work this time. I don't know why that stopped. I don't know if it's something to do with the settings on... with the way that it handles video. Because these old games often just loaded a different software. So let's see if we can try this again. By the way, if you can, I'm sorry if you can hear me using a really loud arcade stick, but I'm using an arcade stick to play the game. It's going to be kind of interesting. The reason being is because Battle Queen wanted to also use the joypad. Oh, there we go. So, okay, once again, I'm going to put it on hard. Okay, and we're going to play as Jill with a revisional costume. Now let's see if we can actually see this intro cutscene this time. There we go. That's better.
Flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No, not yet.
Turn my camera around in a minute when I get a chance.
Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
Yeah, Jill just stands there. Don't help your mate.
Come on! Hey, Brad! Where the hell's he going?
Raccoon City.
Chris, this way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
Okay, we were in. Looks like I've got a bit of screen tearing. I'll have to sort that out. Probably just needs VSync activating because... But I don't know, maybe you can't see that actually. Yeah, maybe you guys won't actually notice that.
Barry and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Whisker.
You can't see anything?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
Are you trolling me?
What was that?
Can't see anything wrong. Okay.
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her.
Okay, thanks, Brayden. I appreciate it.
Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
The voice acting in this one's only slightly less cheesy than the original PlayStation one, which was just really bad. But it was really bad in a cool kind of way because it just came off like a really sort of like low-budget B movie.
A dining room.
Okay, so it'll be interesting to see if I can actually play this with an arcade stick. So Resident Evil doesn't really need any introduction. I think pretty much everybody on the planet who's played video games will know the Resident Evil series. When two have run each other through, the path to your destiny will open. So yeah, I think I'm just going to play it, and we'll see how we go from there.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
Let's hope it's not Chris. It's hard to explain just how mind-blowing the graphics in this game were when it came out on the Gamecube in 2022. Now, obviously, the PC's upscaled, but you know, it's going to look a little bit better. But still, it looked amazing even then. Let's go and take a look through this door then, where we've got to go. I might be fumbling with the controls a little bit because I'm playing on an arcade stick instead of the controller. But, by the way, just before we get much further, I am just going to do one thing quickly. Sorry, folks. Hopefully this doesn't kick me out of the game. Oh, it's done it again, hasn't it? Just 1 second. There we go. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's not worked. I see what I need to do. Okay, let me just change this. By the way, normally I'm much more professional at this. I do all this kind of stuff before we start. However, I had a bit of a problem this time round. Okay, rotate it horizontal. I'm just going to bring this. Just leave it. I can't be bothered to fiddle with it. Let's just see if this game comes back on. Well, because it might be that Resident Evil itself, the game, is kind of not playing nicely with OBS. It's not come back on, has it? What a ball ache. Does that mean I'm going to have to restart OBS again? Let me see if the display catcher will work. Okay. Does that look alright? Yeah, it looks okay. Just need to move my mouse pointer. Braden Atkins is saying, I've never watched a playthrough of this game. Okay, right. So you're in for a treat. Now, I'm not a particularly amazing Resident Evil player, so don't expect the highest level play. This is one of the original cutscenes from the original PlayStation version, by the way, in '96. So there we go, look, we've got a zombie coming at us. And I'm going to have to turn around now. I forget how you do it in this one. There we are. And let's just go back through the door. So yeah, found the first zombie.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it.
Like he kind of like steadies himself for his final shot.
What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Okay, so yeah, we need to go back. Only movement is the silent flicker of the candle's flame. So Resident Evil's cool because there are two characters. Oh, okay, so the zombies disappeared. There are two main characters, and you can play the game through as either one, and they are slightly different. The route that they have is slightly different, and it kind of tells the story from two different perspectives.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
Okay, so we've got to try and find Wesker. Now, I don't think we want to open this door. That's where we came in. So, let's see if we can find him. It's really weird playing this with an arcade stick. But it's not a million miles away from playing it on the old PlayStation pad in the original. There we are.
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris, and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
So they've changed the dialogue there, because in the original game he said, "You take this, Jill, you're the master of lockpicking."
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
Brendan Atkinson saying, "Did you know the set camera angles in Resident Evil for the graphics?" Do you mean that the set camera angles were there to help the graphics? Because I think that's kind of that was the design decision behind it. I really like the set camera angles in these survival horror games. I don't much like the remakes, actually. I don't mind Resident Evil 2 remake. I think it's a reasonable game. The problem is that it seems to have become a sort of benchmark for all of the others. So we saw this Silent Hill game come out, the Silent Hill 2 game recently, and they just look like a reskin of Resident Evil 2 to me. Okay, where do we want to go here? I'm trying to think where we do need to go. Been a while since I played this one. Brendan Atkinson saying, "Have you ever played EDF 5? The dialogue is very similar." No, I've not played that. What's EDF 5? Okay. So look, we can see something sparkling up here. No, I think this one's locked. Yeah, this one's locked. An emblem of a sword is carved into the lock. Earth Defense Force. No, I didn't play that. Okay, we're going to go and grab whatever is up here. There's a map of the mansion, first floor. Take it? Yes. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, look, we're down. Can you see the mouse pointer? So yeah, we're down here. This is the main entrance hall where we came in. And this through down here is where we met the zombie. You got the map of the mansion? Okay, let's jump down off this. And I just want to push this back. And you'll see why I do this in a minute, because on hard mode, you are kind of limited with the amount of ammunition you get in the game. And it's because of some kind of cool stuff in this version of the game, you can't just go around killing everything. So you've got to be a little bit careful. I really do love the atmosphere in this. And the fixed camera angles really make the game really spooky and kind of scary to play. Okay, what we got here? Ah. Will you take the dagger? Yes. Okay, this is the emergency evade. So using defensive items such as the daggers will allow you to escape momentarily when grabbed by an enemy. However, you'll not be able to escape when the enemy grabs you from behind. Okay, it tells you how to equip it. And you use the L button. Okay, so that's going to be this one here. Because I'm playing with an arcade stick with a weird configuration, it's going to be kind of interesting. Yeah, Ucrunchy saying fixed angles make it more cinematic. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I think it's more cinematic. See, so we've got a zombie on our hands here, and we're backed into a corner. Okay, I got around him, and the reason why I put this thing back here, look, is that I want to keep it. I want to keep this zombie from getting back through. And I'm pretty sure he can't go around. Oh no, don't get up, Jill. Down you get. An old photograph sits in a frame. Maybe this person was connected to the mansion somehow. Okay, let's have a look. 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 I don't think he can get through here, but I kind of want to push this anyway. There we are, look. Alright, so that's just going to stop that zombie getting out. There's a lot of sort of defensive techniques that you want to be using like this when you're playing the game. And, you know, because, yeah, well, I don't want to spoil it too much. Oh, Vash, how's it going? Aaron, it's good to see you, man. Howdy indeed. Okay, next we want... Let's go this way. I'm going to go back to through the way we came. See what we can find. Okay. So here we have an ink ribbon. I don't want that yet, I don't think. I think it's highly unlikely I'm going to die yet, so... I would say I'm still alive, lol. I haven't seen this game since I was a kid, it feels. Yeah, it's... This is one of my favourite survival horror games. I still think it's the best of all the Resident Evil games. I think a lot of people will argue with me about that. Some people prefer Resident Evil 4. I like Resident Evil 4. I think it's a great game, but I love this one. Like, I don't love Resident Evil 4, but I love this game. I think this game's particularly excellent. Okay. So what do we got here? We got a dead body. Corpse of your comrade, Kenneth. Looks like he's holding something. It's a film that belonged to Kenneth. I need a video player to see what's recorded on it. Well, so it's on a VHS film, look. It looks like his throat's been torn out. Okay. Now, originally, these doors, this was to hide the loading of the game. But look at these cool camera angles, man. What are your opinions on the reboot RE games? So I enjoyed Resident Evil 2 remake. I thought Resident Evil 3 remake was bad because it was just... I mean, it was okay, but I think it was just... It felt like a high production cop-out, if that makes sense, because the original to be honest, the original Resident Evil 3 was kind of short and action-based as well. And that was really the first game I noticed in these Capcom games where I felt that it just really wasn't really what I wanted. And so the game that came out after, I think, Resident Evil 3, or before, it was around the same kind of time, was Dino Crisis. What the hell happened in this mansion? Yeah, it was Dino Crisis. And Dino Crisis was already... It was kind of like Resident Evil 3. It was really kind of action-based and fast-paced and very short. So it was... You could finish it in a few hours. It was really kind of... I felt quite disappointed, even though I liked Dino Crisis. I think Dino Crisis is a cool game, and I think the character Regina is a really cool character. But the game itself was just a bit too quick and over too soon. Whereas if you played Resident Evil 2, you see how much content was in that damn game. Like Capcom just went full steam ahead and put loads of content in there. Okay, so we've got a corpse in front of us. Let's just see what we can go through here. There's obviously a zombie in there too. Vash is saying I stopped with 2. 2 had great moments. Yeah, it did. The 2 was really, really good. Okay, alright, I know what this is, but I've... Resident Evil... Crunchy saying, Resident Evil 4 was when it started being more action-adventure based rather than survival horror. Resident Evil 7 was scary, though. Yeah, I agree. Resident Evil 7 is really good. Well, it is good. It's got... I kind of got bored of it, though. May whoever takes this emblem find peace in death. So, will you take the mansion key? Let's take this and see what happens. Spoiler alert, it's not a good thing. So yeah, Dino Crisis was where I felt the series started getting a bit more action-like, and I just wasn't really that excited by it. I think we're going to have to put this back. So, let's put this back before we get killed. And then, yeah, then Dino Crisis 2 came out, and it was like a full-on arcade game, basically, with, you know, like a run-and-gun shooter with score bonus multipliers. Now, at the time, I thought I hated that. I just like, what the F is this? Like, why have they done this to, you know, these survival horror games? But actually looking back at it, I think Dino Crisis 2 is actually really clever, because they leaned into that fact. It's like, all right, it's going to be an action game, fine. Let's give it a scoring system. And that works really well because it means that you can, you know, when a game has got a coherent scoring system, it means that you're encouraged to play it over and over to try to best you score, right? Resident Evil games have a different method of keeping you playing, in a non sort of artificial sort of money grabbing kind of way. the way that this one does it is, you know, you have like various modes that are unlocked in different character costumes, and there's all sorts of kind of, what's the word, like challenges you can do, I guess. Okay, look, so we got a zombie here. I'm gonna try and get him. I'm gonna try and get past him. There we go. Oh no, I went the wrong way. Damn it. No. Okay, you got to mash the buttons when that happens and just get past him. Right. It's locked from the other side. Okay, this one's locked. Is there another one here, I think? No. Oh, yes, there is. Right, so there we go. Will you take the golden arrow? Okay, so this shows you that you can examine the screen. This is another thing I really wanted to show off. Hang on. There's someone, yeah, we've got another zombie here, look, so... I don't know if there's anything past him. I think we're just going to go round. Let's see if I can get past him, actually. There we are. Okay. That's locked from the other side, and this one is... I unlocked it. Okay. So I think this is going to take us onto the first floor of the mansion. Braden Atkinson says Resident Evil 7 is the best Texas Chainsaw game. Yes, it was. I liked Resident Evil 7. I thought it was really, really, really damn clever. Okay, so let's just go around this way. There's a little job I want to do while I'm here. I just want to move this. I'm going to push this off. There we go. Now, where's this zombie gone? Okay, he's come back around the other way. So, there are a bunch of doors here that we can try, but you'll find that I think they're all locked. Oh. I don't need to come here yet anyway. I'm going to just get out of here. So we're going to go back into the first floor. Now, I don't know. At least in the UK, first floor actually means the second floor up. We call what the Americans call first floor, we call ground floor, which is really damn confusing. In fact, I'm interested to see how it is in... Yeah, so actually this is second floor, look. So yeah, it looks like this is using the US convention. So I'll try to stick to that when I'm talking about it. Look at the lighting effects though. This is a really, really cool game, man. Like, I really love the graphic. I think the graphics still look pretty cool. Okay, that's where we just came from. I think this door is locked. Okay, that's the sword emblem. And this is the one we just came from. So this is really weird playing this game with an arcade stick. And the old tank controls too. Now what do we need? Oh yeah, we want to go this way. So let me just open this up, and we're going to just check out this golden arrow to see what it is that we've picked up here. So this was another really, really unique feature in Resident Evil, and this was on the original PlayStation version as well. Every item in the game had a unique 3D model, and you could, like, you know, rotate it around and look at it. This was like there were some really old games that did this years and years ago. Like in the 80s, there's a game called Twin Kingdom Valley, which had a very, very cool system of drawing all the objects that you could pick up in the game, and that was on the ZX Spectrum. But this is really cool. Look at this, man. Got this kind of coloured glass. So we found an arrowhead anyway. The arrowhead is made from peridot, sometimes referred to as a poor man's emerald. Okay. So let's go through here. We'll see what's through this door. Vash is saying, I love seeing the camera angles create tension in these games. Yeah, I completely agree. And that's why I really don't like... I kind of feel that the Silent Hill remake really missed a trick in a big way by ditching the camera angles. You know, and just having this kind of same old generic, you know, over-the-shoulder camera that every damn game's got now. I think it was I think that they could... Oh, here we go. There's an indentation in the shape of an arrowhead. I think they could have remade the game but still kept the you know, that cool sort of moving, kind of cross between a static camera and a moving camera. It was really, really clever because it really built up tension. And I don't see why there's no reason why you couldn't redo that kind of style of game. I think the only reason why they do it, why they add this kind of like, you know, the same kind of over-the-shoulder Resident Evil 2 remake style camera, is because people would just complain if you didn't. I think that's the only reason. Okay. A book is fitted perfectly in the indentation. A book of curses. Look at this though. Yeah, this is really cool. The chain is moving. Where could it lead? A stone statue with a hole where the eyes should be. A stone statue with holes where the eyes, nose, and mouth should be. A stone statue with a hole where the nose should be. And a stone statue with a hole where the mouth should be. Braden Atkinson saying, we call floors beneath the ground floor. Yeah, okay. we call that the basement, I guess. Braden Atkinson says that is some nice shadow work. Yeah, it's really, really good. Bear in mind this is a game from 2002, you know, a remastered version. Anyway, so let's have a look at the item that we just picked up. It's not necessary to use this now. Let's just have a look at it. Writing of the next world. Ah, what's this? There's a key embedded on the back cover. Will you remove it? Yes. You got the mansion key. Book of Curses. The four masks. The four masks. A mask that speaks no evil. A mask that smells no evil. A mask that sees no evil. A mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all four fall into place, evil will awaken. Okay. So, yeah, that's kind of ominous. Let's see if we can get out of here without dying. God. Get off me, you bugger. Okay, I've reactivated that guy as well. Lock from the other side. Okay, there's something through there though, but we can't see it right now. Now, by the way, it's not very efficient to take damage trying to save ammo. There's loads of ammo. There's plenty of ammo in the game, even on hard. Vash saying, it complicates the control scheme with the angles. I recall it being much harder to extrapolate since it changed based on the angle. Yeah, that's why the original tank controls make more sense. Because forward is always forward no matter where you're pointing, right? No matter what the camera angle is, left is always left, right is always right, and forward and backwards is always going to go the same direction. So, you know, I see people complaining about tank controls in modern games. I don't really understand that. I think a lot of people don't manage without them. Because it's everything becomes relatively everything's relatively confusing if you don't. Okay, so we've got, let's examine this key. There's an engraving of a sword. Okay, so we've got a sword key, so we should be able to use this, right? Emblem of a helmet. So okay, that's the helmet, but I know through here there's a sword key door. You use the sword key. There we go. Now, I might not have enough health to do this bit. I think. Was there another sword? Yeah, I think I'm going to come back to this bit because this is gonna hurt with no health, and I've not saved it yet. So let's go through. Oops. What button it is? Yeah, I think we're going to go this way. Now, I can't remember which. I think it was a sword key that we needed in order to get through that first door.
Barry.
Oh, Jill. Got any good news?
Other than I'm still alive in this madhouse? No.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
All right then, let's split up again.
Hey, hold on a sec. Look what I've found.
What?
A can of fizz. It's sure to yellow and mellow those things. It's yours. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
You got the acid shells. Okay.
What about you?
Oh, don't worry. I like the buddy system we have here.
I see. Thanks, I'll take it.
See you later.
Ciao.
Yeah. I mean, we were in 2002. We were still in that era of, you know, kind of gaming when things were still a little bit schlock. Okay, let's see what we can find. I think there was a sword key upstairs. Is that going to be difficult to get to? Well, we know we've got a ink ribbon here, so let's grab the ink ribbon here and save up, so I don't have to do all this stuff again. Because I don't have much hit points, but I don't want to save it yet. So I don't want to heal yet. It's an old typewriter. You can save your progress. Let's use this one here, look. Okay, mansion dining room. Okay, I'm going to ignore that. We don't need that yet. Braden Atkinson is saying, then there was the marathon, which has an amazing story. I've not played that. I'm not sure which one that is. So now I've saved it, I feel a little bit more, you know, a little bit more confident of walking around in an area where there are monsters. Now, is this a sword key? No, that's locked from the other side. We've got another zombie there. I don't think we want to go that way yet. Okay. Oh, Marathon. Ah, yeah, okay, the Mac game. So Vash is saying like the old Mac game. Right, Marathon was made by Bungie, I think. Is that right? Yeah, right. Yeah, it was made by Bungie. Bungie made some good games originally. There was a game they made called Myth the Fallen Lords, which was very, very good. Oh. That's some kind of crackaroo. Kind of bird. We've got birds like crows. Vash was saying, that's one of my favourite games. I never played it, actually. I heard it was really good, though. Okay, I've got to be careful here, because... Now, which was the sword key? I think we've got to go right. I might have to... Like, I could die here, baiting this guy out. No, I do... There he is. Run! Run, 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 run. Run! Is it this one? No, I think it's this one. Okay, got through. This is one of the reasons why I like this, is because it's just really tense and kind of difficult. Ah, right, okay. No, this is not where I want to be. Okay, we use the sword key. Here we go. So yeah, it is where I want to be. Brendan Atkinson saying, its story is really good sci-fi and meta-narrative. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh. Run. Oh, God. I literally backed myself into a corner there, and fortunately there was a door there with a lockpick. So this is going to be outside, and oh, okay. So we do actually have some herbs here. Do I want to use these? There are green herbs growing here, but there's only enough for a few uses. Yeah, you've treated your wounds. Okay, right. That was the best place I could be, because that's actually fully healed me, and a normal green herb will not do that. I don't want to be out here yet. There is something that we need to do first. Yeah, fast picking there. She's the fastest lock pick in the West, I tell you. There we go. Now I think we want to go down these stairs, if I remember right. One down here. I forget now. Ah, is that it? Use the lockpick. So I'm trying to find the storeroom, the save point. Braden Atkins says, "I don't want to spoil anything." No, you don't need to spoil anything, mate. I've actually played this through multiple times. Now that looks like a self-defense weapon. Do I want the battery pack? No, not yet. Okay, there's a. Oh yeah, all right. So this is where the shotgun is, and we've got some kerosene. Still plenty of kerosene left. Oh, there we are. Look. Oops. Yeah. All right. Pressing the wrong button, guys. Yeah, I guess so. And is there a typewriter in here? No, this is not the typewriter room. We could get back here easily, can't we? So I don't need to pick those other bits up yet. Oh, sorry, Braden Atkins saying, I don't want to spoil anything else with Marathon Story. I'll have to check it out, man. I might have to play it on an emulator or something, though. Okay, this is an armor lock. Yeah, no, I can take this now, I think. So there's a difficult version of this game called Resident Evil Survivor Mode or something, where all of the item boxes, they're not linked. We take the broken shotgun. Yeah, let's take that now. So is that taking up all my... No, okay, thank God. I thought it had taken up all my inventory, but... One of the nice things about Resident Evil is it will actually tell you whether you've completed everything you need to do in a room or not. So let me just... No, there's still stuff to do in there. So I think... There we are, look. Yeah, I think the what's it room's in here. This one's been dead several hours. There we go. I think this is the save room. Okay. So here we get our item box. So we've got a closet key, which we can use to change costumes. I'm going to put that stuff in there. Yeah, let's just use the... I think I will use the typewriter again. Yeah, so Brendan Atkinson saying there's a free port online of all 3 games. Okay, I'll have to check that out, man. That sounds cool. Okay, that's my second save. Now, from now on, I'm going to try to be a... Oh. I just missed something. Files. Special instructions for the disposal of dead bodies. We have new information regarding these beings. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent them from becoming active again. Currently, there are 2 known methods to cease their resurrection. 1 is incineration, 2 is destruction of the head. If further methods are discovered, you will be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light it with, which you'll need to find by yourself. So, it gives you a bit of a hint. Okay, let's see what we can do. Now, I need to remember where the... Sorry, wrong button. Where are we looking here? We want to be going... Oh, we went right back through there. We can't get through that door. Is there one this way? I'll have to check. Oh man, it's been such a long time since I played this. Decided to vomit at me. There we go. Now, This is outside, and I think I remember what you have to do out here. I'm just remembering whether you need to do it so soon or not. You unlocked it. Okay. This first game is beautifully, beautifully well designed in terms of the level design, man. It's really, really nice. It's very satisfying as everything starts to connect. Vash is saying, my kiddo keeps coming to door every few minutes asking if there are zombies. I accused him of being secretly interested and he said he was horrid. I'm horrid too. Yeah, I'm quite a strong person and I get spooked out that easily, but sometimes games can do it. Okay, you use the swords key. Yeah, I'm definitely horrid. Is he scared of the of games like this? Then I think if he was a very little kid, probably wouldn't let him watch this one. Come on. That'll do me. Right. Oh, God. That's the only one thing I will say about fixed camera angles. Okay, that's an armor room. Is sometimes you can get a bit stuck. And that's armor as well. Locked from the other side. There's another room down here somewhere. There we are. Yeah, it's above his age level. I can imagine. I wouldn't let a little child watch this game. I think it's too scary. Like, it spooks me out, man. Oh, what we got? Will you take the dog whistle? Okay. A crumpled memo. Today, Suspenser told me to hide something where no one could find it. Well, I had this idea. I figured if I could somehow have it protected by a dangerous animal like the vicious canine that lives here, no one would be able to get near it. As far as I can tell, the mutt is always hanging around the second floor balcony on the west side of the terrace, and you ought to come running at the sound of a dog whistle. This is where you come in. The thing is, I reckon you're the only person that can get near that dang dog without risking a serious mauling, which means only you can put this collar on him. The object that Sir Spencer wants hidden is concealed inside. You're the only person I can trust with this. Of course, you'll get something out of it as well. Remember that certain item you've always wanted to get hold of? Well, in exchange for your services, I just might be able to get it for you. This could work out well for both of us, John Tolman. The game's got a really cool story, and it's really well told as well. Will you take the handgun magazine? Yes, I will. Okay. Chessboard carved from ivory. The game appears to be ended in a checkmate. Oops. Let's see what else we've got around here. An open journal. The pages are blank. What's this flashing on the table, though? Ah, will you take the lighter? Yes, I will. Braden Atkinson saying, that level of interconnectivity is something FromSoft would learn from this game. Not surprising considering they made survival horror before Dark Souls. Yes, so I actually got distracted, but I wanted to say the interconnectedness of this game is very, very beautiful, like the first half of Dark Souls 1. I think the first Dark Souls game's got the same level of that beautiful interconnectedness. Then the second half of the game isn't quite so good. Vayish, it's little details like that. How the game ended or the vagueness of the note that makes you curious about what the object is. Absolutely. Absolutely. I completely agree. And I love that method of storytelling. I'm very much a fan of... I really messed up there. Of show, don't tell. Now, I messed up there because I didn't know what my keys were. How the game ended or the vagueness of the note that makes you curious about what the object is. I think I'm going to shoot that zombie, actually, or kill it. Because it's very close to the kerosene and the what's it. So we can actually get... Yeah, I think we can kill this one. Now the dog whistle, do I want that immediately? Yes, I think I do. I'll have to go and do that. I've got the sword key I want to hang on to. I think. Yeah, and I want the lighter. And there's a canteen, look. Take the fuel canteen, right. So this is a mechanic for burning the corpses. This wasn't in the original game, and I actually really like it. I think it makes the game really cool. Let me just double check this. So yeah. So this guy probably is someone we want to kill. Run! Oh, that's it. Use the knife. There we go. Oh! I thought he'd gone down. Really hard to figure the controls out with the... Oh, there we go, look. So, he's dead already. We got him with 2 of those items. So, let's use the lighter. Oh, no. Use the fuel canister. Okay. Oops. Just damaged myself with it. Now, what you can do is you can actually lure more than one zombie into one place. Now, because he's burned, he will not return from the dead. Yeah, so FromSoft also took the narrative design from this game from Resident Evil, or these kind of games anyway. Okay, let's put we don't need the lighter, at least we don't need that. I might need a lighter. I think first we're going to go and grab the dog whistle. I think I'll also take that a sec. And just combine that up. Okay, what else have we got? There's a first aid spray. I don't think we need that yet, do we? Yeah, I'm a bit wounded, but it's not a big problem. Now, let me just remind myself of where we want to go. We want to go outside, don't we? Now, I think, actually, if I go back with yeah, okay. I'll try not to. I'm sort of musing to myself because I know how to do certain things, and I'm just wondering how to do it without talk about it without spoiling everything. Let's grab the shotgun here. Broken shotgun. Braden, Michael Deuce, hello, hey ho, and a bottle of rum. Hello, sir, how's it going? Braden Atkinson saying, Marathon has a story that is told non-linearly through terminals, some of which are even hidden in secrets. Yeah, I think I love that style of storytelling as well. I think it's really clever if it's done right. Doorknob looks like it's ready to fall apart. No, I'm not going to go through there yet. I'm going to go round. I think I'll go round actually. You can only use that exit a couple of times, if I remember right. Now, where do I want to go here? Yeah, I need to get back onto... Let's go this way. There's no knob on this door, you can't go through. Ah! Got me again! You unlocked it. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me just remind myself where I want to be. Yeah, we want to go through this way. These are armor doors, if I remember right. That's right, yeah. Okay. So, down the stairs. I think. Do I go and get the... Let's go and do this first. Oh no, I can't do this yet. I've just realised I need the other key, don't I? Yeah, and we didn't really want to go through that other door and break the handle. Because I will want to use that later on. This is the closet, isn't it? It's locked. Oh no, that's the helmet key. Okay, where's the closet? I think the closet's through there, though. Okay, I just need to check the map. Okay, I see where we're going. Use this one. No, I'm going to have to be fast on my feet here. I don't have any health. I might end up dying here, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, I actually could go and use the herbs. They should be enough for another use. I'll use this before I take this challenge on. Michael Deuce... Oh, sorry. Braden Atkinson saying, I don't mind spoiling this. Okay, no worries. Though Marathon does have some rough stretches gameplay-wise. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, most old games have got some kind of rough patches. Michael Dust is saying, played Galciv yesterday and found a small error in the speech of an event. It ends with you saying something like, and what should we do? Followed like us to do. Followed by like us to do. Yeah, if you find any problems like that, just... I don't know if you're bothered enough, but maybe just report them to Stardock, because they will get them fixed. That pattern resembles a witch. Yeah, if you remember the event, Michael, and send it to me, I'll get that logged for you. It's, the way that it was, well, yeah, actually, I can't. Yeah, I was going to say something, but I can't really talk about the development of the game, I'm afraid, because I'm NDA. So let's equip this. Oh no, it was already equipped. My bad. And then we need to use the... You blew the dog whistle. Got it. Okay. Will you take the collar? Yes. Oh, excuse me. There's a switch. Will you press it? Yep. A coin was hidden inside the collar. Ah, it changed into the shape of a key. Imitation of a key. Shaped like a key, but lacks the rigidity to be used as one. Okay, so we can't use this immediately. Now... we need to get back to the save room. Yeah, there we go. So there's two different typewriter item box rooms. That one will... Yeah, this is going to involve some zombie dodging. You probably don't need this dog whistle anymore. Discard, yes. Yeah, we'll get rid of it. Very cool that. It knows when you don't need items anymore. Let's just go around him. Gonna have to do the same to this guy as well. Now these ones... These are a good candidate for... Oh, damn it. I thought I could get around him then. These are a good candidate for just kind of killing, I think. But... Because you're going to run past them a lot, and they're probably going to do a lot of damage in that time. Yeah, maybe I'll just kill him. And I'll burn them all in the same place. Oh, no, I'm out of ammo. God damn it. Oh, no, that's bad news. Whoops. Yeah, I think I'm going to die here. Come on. No. Okay, I'm screwing up here. I'm going to have to do all that again. Modern games would add a symbol over your character's head when the zombie was about to strike to make it easier to dodge. Yes, they would. That's why I don't like modern games. You got to learn. You have to learn. You mustn't have your hand held all the time. That's fine if you put it on the easiest mode, yeah. I think if you put the game on the very easiest mode, then that is a viable way of doing things. But as a veteran with years of legacy skill, I don't want stuff like that because it's patronising. Okay, so gosh, we're all the way back here, are we? Do we have more ammunition? No, we don't. Wow, I'm going to have to do all that again. Never mind. So yeah. I don't have enough ammunition to kill this guy, I don't think. Let's just get around him. To remind myself of where we are on the map. I can't even remember what I've got to do now. Ah, yikes. Did I even check that other door? I forget now. Yeah, that's the helmet. This one I think you can go through. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, so a modern game would add an arrow to the next suggested. Yeah, I can't play modern games, man, like that. They're just so bad. Okay, so we got a guy right in front of me. Okay, we've been up, down that way. Think about this. We don't have the sword key yet, do we? Wait, do I have the sword key? Yes, I've got the sword key. So I've got to get the armor key. Alright, so the dog. Oh, I know where we are now. Okay, starting to come together. Okay, yeah, this is the wrong way. So this is where I want to come eventually once I've got the that thing. So I need to go back to where I came, which is, and then right round the other side. I find these games really disorienting. I have to rely on the map a lot. So how did we get back down to that room? Okay, that's where we can't go. That's locked. But we can come back to that. It's up here. That was it. So I've got to go past these guys here. Come on. There we go. And then there's the other one as well. Ah, whoopsie. I can't remember where you have to go through those ones a lot, but they are also possible if they are, they're probable candidates for killing and burning with the kerosene, because They're a bit of a pain in the butt. I'm just going to go right around. Okay. The pattern in the center resembles a woman. Here we go. This is the way we want to go. Okay, this is the outside. And we'll go and open the door that's at the end of this corridor. But we do want to... Yeah, I'm pretty wounded, so let's go and use these. Okay, I was going to go and open this, unlock this door at the other end of here. Okay. Whoops. Okay, that one is locked. I think I can unlock this one here. There we go. There's a sword key. So this is going to take us to the top end, the corridor that's above the room I'm trying to get to now. Alright, this one. Come on. I can't see him now. There we go. The dodge is quite easy to do, providing you know how to do it. And providing you can see. That is the one downside of the fixed camera angle. Is that sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to see what's going on. Okay, there's the dog whistle we were after. We've got the memo that we've already read. And then we've got the ammunition, which we definitely want. And I forget if there's anything else in here. Yeah, there we are, look. We've got the lighter we also want. And then we've got to run past these zombies again. And we unlocked it. There we go. Vash is saying it's intentionally claustrophobic. Yes, that's the way. That's the only way you can kind of get away with this kind of gameplay. To be honest, is to really trap the player in with these creatures, which I like. I enjoy this kind of gameplay, but it is definitely claustrophobic. Brendan Atkinson saying thoughts on Eastern European horror games like Pathologic 2, Darkwood, Comatose. I haven't played any of them, I'm afraid. So no, I don't know anything about any of them. Hang on a minute. Can I get back away that way? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I see what I've done here. So I do actually need to go back the way I came. Vash is saying you lose a lot with free camera for the impact. You do, yeah. See, the controls are easier, but you know what you're gaining is in controllability. I guess you lose in atmosphere and cinematic kind of cinematic impact. What is the word I'm looking for? No, oh no, get off! Ah. One just came through as well. Oh crap. So we've got 3 zombies in here now. This is why I like hard mode, it's really intense. You Crunchy, Stalker, coming out soon. Do you mean the original Stalker? Brad and Atkinson said Darkwood and Pathologic 2 are on sale for $8. Okay, cool. No, I've got to get past this guy and go down. Yeah, I've got to go through that door that that zombie just came out of. There we are. Oh, a new stalker. Okay. Yeah, I've still not finished the original. I really like that game as well. It's very, very, very. It does feel very Eastern European. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, that's a lot easier to get around when they vomit on you, or they vomit at you. So Braden's saying the extraction shooter one. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Maybe you Country can tell you. 20th November, Chernobyl. Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm actually going to save it this time. Yeah, I think. So you get I think in the. I don't know how many fuel canteen doses you get in this one, but I think you get a fair amount. I think I remember reading in the normal mode you get about 30. So. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the ammunition's the issue. Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, let's not worry about this. Let's just put this down for the time being. I kind of need to figure out which zombies I'm gonna kill. Let's use the ink ribbon now because I don't want to have to redo all of that again. Stalker, or at least the story it is based. It's based on. Also fits into the category of Eastern European horror. Yeah, right. Because it's based on. Isn't Stalker the original based on the film, and the film is based on Roadside Picnic? I think it's something like that. I've got Roadside Picnic. It's a really good book. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. So we've got the dog whistle, that's what we need. We just need to go back up the stairs. Run around this zombie. Now, let's remind myself, what is down in that other room? Yeah, there's that. We can go back that way as well. Yeah, did I want to do that actually? Try and go around this guy. Let's see if I can go around him. Come on. Ow! Ah, what a loser. Looks like he's ready to fall apart. Do I want to go through it? Where are we on this side? If I'm going to do that, then I should take the shotgun. No, I seem to remember there being a reason why you don't want to do that early. Pathologic 2 I haven't played, but I hear it's really good. Is that... Oh, it says you, Crunchy. Yeah, again, I'm not... Ah! Damn it. Oh, at least I saved it. Lol. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm out of practice with this game. The other thing is that when I used to, because when I used to play this, I used to kill all the zombies and then just, I used to take ages, like it'd take me ages to play through because I'd burn all the zombies basically so they couldn't kill me. But I'm trying to play it a little bit more, you know, quite professionally. The soundtrack is one of the most oppressive in all of gaming. Oh right, okay, yeah, it's not one that I've played, man. I'd be interested in checking it out though. Okay. I don't want the closet key, so let's just put that there. I think I will take the extra ammo. Right, let's see if I can get around this guy now. This guy's in a real ball ache position to try and kill. Oh, come on. I've moved past... Oh, fuck you. I was going to reload that. So, I thought I'd dodged him then. I'm going to get demonetized for this one, for the language. In the darkness lies your fears. Sure does. Okay, let's try this again. See if I can get around him. Yeah, I do need to dodge them, you're right. Well spotted. Yeah. Okay. Let me just try this again. So, I think this dude probably might be wise to kill him. Yeah, you're laughing at me, aren't you? I'm not surprised. The thing is, like, he's going to take a whole clip to kill him, pretty much. So, it's kind of a pain in the butt to have to kill it. At the same time, it might be wise because you don't like the thing is it's tempting to kind of take everything, you know, like to try and save everything, you know, hoard all your ammunition, hoard everything. But I often do that in these games, and then I'll get to the end of the game and I've got all my stuff. By the way, if you try and play any of the modern Resident Evil games like this, you're going to have a really easy time. Come on. Ah! Just use the knife. Really hard to do this with the arcade stick. Okay, never mind. No, I don't want to use that yet. So, yeah, the blood's coming out of him. That means he's dead. So what we're going to do is... Where is the other one? Is he here? No. This guy. I'm thinking maybe I can lure him into the same place and kill him. But the thing is, he's not actually that difficult to get around, so maybe I'll just forget about it. The issue is, of course, is your ammunition, so... I think I'll just... what was that? About 7 shots. Maybe we can do it. Now the trick is you've then got to lure him onto the same spot. Come on. And then I've got to fight him down there as well, which is a bit of a pain. Ah, no! Oh, the hitbox on that is so big as well. Like, it's really, really difficult to get around. We need to leave myself enough space so I can... I was going to let him kill me, I think. If you don't use it, then what is the point of having it? Yeah, exactly right. And inventory is a form of waste, right? Let's see if I can do this again. So this is one of the reasons why I like the original games over the newer ones, like Resident Evil 4 onwards, is because partly because the atmosphere is just much more. Resident Evil 4 is like a great action game. It's not a good survival horror game, and I think this really nails the atmosphere of it all, especially because like especially the first time you play it, and the whole plot opens up about, you know, with kind of the cool stuff that's going on. It's really, really, really intense. Let's just take that. I want to see if I can do this now. Okay. I've kind of led him up the wrong way. I don't want to be going this way. That said, easier to kill him up here, maybe. Okay, I think that's him done. He bleeding? No. No, he's not getting back up. Okay, good. All right, let's lure the other one back there and see if we can kill him in the same place. Come on then, mate. So if you're really good at this game, you can do it with the mouse. The problem is I'm not very confident doing this with the arcade stick because it's kind of difficult. You kind of got to do it like this. And it's probably not very exciting to watch. Now, let's get my gun. I think he's... Come and get up. That's it. You come here. So combine. There we go. Now we should be able to burn them both together, and it kind of saves ourselves a little bit of a problem. Run. Did that get both of them? No. Oh, what a shame. In that case, let's just get the other one as well, because otherwise he's gonna cause me problems later. Yeah, you got to get them right on top of one another. Okay, but that's at least giving me safe passageway through this bit, which is kind of easy. Now, yeah, again, if you're a good player, you don't really need to do all that crap. I'm just going to get rid of the canteen and the lighter. Now, don't think I need a lighter, no. What's my health like? Red. That's okay, we'll be able to heal before we take on the dogs. Alright. So we want to go up. No, I've not been through. Not tried that door yet, actually, where that zombie was. Okay. Oh, right, yeah. So I think this is where we do actually need a lighter. Grab that green herb. Another lit fly. Right, yeah, so we do need a lighter here. It's locked. Emblem of a helmet. Okay. So I can't remember actually what was in that. But it might be worth checking out. So with these kind of games, right, I rather than sort of like playing them over and over and over when I'm into them, I tend to play it just once and then I'll forget about it for like 5 years and then I'll come back and play it again. So that's how it has been with this one. Yeah, that is a locked door. So let's go and get that lighter and use it. And I'm trying to remember what's in. I can't remember what's actually in there. But that's one of the good things about me, because I've got kind of like I got I'm really good at forgetting stuff. So if I'm good at forgetting, because I'm good at forgetting stuff, it means I get endless pleasure from these games because I don't really forget, you know, I don't really remember what's going on in them half the time. We want the lighter here. I think I'll actually fill the canteen up as well while I got the opportunity. Should be plenty of... Now, it is on hard, about half of it. Gosh, how much is left? Not a single drop. Right, wow, we don't get many of this. So, yeah, we want the lighter. Hold on, let's just drop the herb. And... yeah, so up. Up is where we're going. Can't go that way. Yeah, this is the way. Come on. Come on. Go around it. Ah! Come on. There we go. Pardon my language. So, damn it. Oh, so I'll tell you what's going on there. I've got, because I'm using an arcade stick, there's usually a button for turn, like 180 turn. But, yeah, I don't want to do all that again. So, but what's happening is if you press backwards and the run button, it will turn. So what's happening is I'm pressing backwards to dodge from them and then like instinctively hitting that button to run, and it's just turning me around, which is totally the opposite of what I want. So I need to mess around with the controls. Alternatively, I think Battle Queen's left me the joypad, so I could just use that in a minute. Anyway, let's go outside. This way. So before I use the dog whistle here, I'm just going to go and grab these herbs that are available. Okay. So I'm going to grab this and use it here, I think. Right here. Seemed like a good position to be in last time. Ah! Get off me! Yeah, zap. And yes, there is a mechanic for mashing the buttons to get to have less damage taken. That sounded more like a chimpanzee than a dog. I've taken so much damage in this game already. I'm doing so badly. But I will pick it up. Okay. Let's just hit the switch. There we are. So I got the imitation key. Yeah, I also want to check which way we're going. Did I go through this door yet? Yes. Oh, we want that fireplace, don't we? This way. I also forgot to go and check the fireplace. Yeah, we get rid of the dog whistle. Brendan Atkinson saying, have you ever played through Final Doom? Final Doom being the kind of remastered version of the original Doom, is that right? Or was that Ultimate Doom? So many damn versions of Doom, man. There's like loads of them. I've completed... I think I've completed the first Doom. Yeah. If that's the one you mean. Unless Final Doom is the final version of Doom 2. I just can't remember which one it is now. So yeah, we want to go back this way. Dodge the creatures. Yeah, I need to practice this more before playing on hard mode, man, because I think I'm going to struggle a little bit. Yeah, this is what I mean. I did it again. That control problem is really messing me up. There we go. I managed to get away with it though. Okay. Oops. Yeah, it is this way. Okay, let's go and actually grab whatever it is that's in here. I can't actually remember what you get from this, from lighting the fire here. It might be a map actually. Might be one of the might be one of the maps for the thing. It might not have been worth coming back for, to be honest, but let's do it anyway. There we are. Yeah, look, you get a map here. Lines carved into the relief glow red in the intense heat. Okay. I thought you got a... I'm pretty sure you got something here. Okay, maybe I need something else. Nothing else around here? The dark furrow stretches as far as your eye can see. There don't seem to be any houses in the area. Yeah, that's the armor key. Okay. Let's go and drop off the lighter then. I think you're hitting what I've referenced about controls with the fixed camera angles. Yeah, the other problem is that because I'm not playing with a controller, I'm playing with an arcade stick, and I'm not used to the buttons. So just so you know, I don't know if you play fighting games, but because of Street Fighter, arcade sticks now are defaulted so that the left and right shoulder buttons are on the opposite sides of each other, which just confuses things further. Braden Atkinson saying it was a two campaign TNT Evolutions and the Plutonia Experiment standalone for Dune 2. Oh, okay, yeah, I thought it was a Doom 2 version. No, I didn't finish Doom 2. I thought Doom 2 was good, but it was really hard. Yeah, so we're actually out. Do I want to use this? I really don't want to use that yet. I'm just going to have to try to get where I'm going without it. So, mind you, that said, what am I doing? There we go. Let's just use that one instead. I usually like to wait until I've got a red herb or at least another green one to mix them with, but yeah, I've got another green herb. So we've got to get up now, I think. Yeah, we've got to go up. Yeah. So what is it you like about Final Doom then? Like, I do remember that one coming out actually. I really liked Doom. I thought it was an amazing game. You can't get through that one. Yeah, that was it. You have to just go through this way. I got to run past all these creatures again. No. The perspective's just a bit of a problem there. Wow. Yeah, so they do a double grab as well. Yeah, so I need to get across to just the other side of the mansion. I think. Yes. I think this is the right way. Oh, I was going to mention a map in Plutoria called Hunted where you get a maze with a bunch of archvils. Archdevils. Okay, how do I get around this guy now? In fact, do I even want to? No, I think I want to go this way. It's this way. Yeah, because I need to get to the end of this corridor and just quickly hit the map here. No, I am going the wrong way. No, I'm not. I've just got to run around this zombie. There we are. I think the original mansion part of this game is brilliant, and it lasts just long enough as well. So, but just as you're starting to kind of get fed up of running around the mansion, then the rest of the map opens up. It does it at just the right time. Okay. Smash the third floor, so we need to get to the mansion third. This dude. Like that. Okay. Now we've bumped into one of the more scary creatures in this game. We're going to have to deal with him. I really needed to use the kerosene on him, but I messed up and I forgot about it, but there we go. So that's one of the Crimson Heads. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to beat him with what I've got. Okay, so I'm going to grab the mansion key here. We set off this trap. Armor-shaped emblem. So this is the imitation. I'm going to put the imitation in. Do the old Indiana Jones switcheroo. Braden Atkinson says it's one of the earliest horror-focused Doom maps. So that's probably where they got the idea for Doom 3 then, because that was very much a kind of horror... Oh, hang on. We want to go this way, don't we? I think this is a sword key, if I remember right. Oh, no. No, that's helmet. Okay, but we now have the armor key. So... we've got to figure out all of... Like, I remember on this side here... I think it's this one and this one are both armor key rooms. Armor key was also... Oh man, which one was it? I think on the first floor. I think this one maybe? The armor. Oh boy, and I've now got a Crimson Head to fight, and I don't think I can... Yeah. Let's just get this and use it. So yeah, I let a Crimson Head out there, which is fun. Crimson Head being the what happens if you don't kill the zombies. Okay. Now this room here, where this is a first zombie is that you first ever saw, this might be this might be armor as well, but I forget. Oh no, that's locked from the other side. Yeah, so with Doom was like kind of a scary game anyway, but you know, an action game. But then Doom 3 came out, and that was a really unusual kind of take on the Doom thing. Ah, now do I want this thing? Just wondering whether I need this, the emblem yet. Don't actually remember where I used that. Okay, that one's the helmet. I'm pretty sure I want the shotgun for this bit. Much ammo? Various sculptures and bits of pottery. Yeah, I remember this. Okay, take the dagger. We can use that to escape from being attacked. Can't push that one. Got a bunch of ornamental pieces. Can we move this one this way? In there. I'm sure there's something here. Ammunition or something. No. Man, this is a trip back down memory lane for me. Except if memory lane was completely devoid of all memories. Forget what's out here. Nothing good. Oh, right, okay. We're gonna have to fight these things now anyway. Or dodge them. Let's take the do I want the chemical? Yeah, because I don't really want to come back here. Okay, I thought I was going to have to fight those. Braden Atkinson saying, though overall Plutonia is more gameplay focused with short but difficult maps. Okay. I've got too much stuff here. Let's mix these. Okay, we're back near the typewriter room, and there's a trap room around here. Get which one it is now. There's definitely there's a trap room. Okay, yeah, I remember this. Doesn't look like it's been serviced in a while. It's full of dirty water. Remove the plug. Go on then. Surprise. I forget what I have to do here. Excellent. Okay, we got a dagger. I think is that all you get out of it? Yeah, we don't ever want to come back in here. Okay, yeah, we don't have to do that. Is that done already? Is that all that was in there? I'm sure there was something else in here. I don't want to have to come back. because that will turn into a crimson head. Braden Atkinson saying, and TNT is more focused on atmosphere and spectacle. Yeah. Oh God. No. Oh, can I not run past them when they're turning the other way? Damn it. God damn it. Oh well. Guys, I'm just going to take a 5-minute break and then I'll be back. Or probably 2 minutes, something like that. 1 minute. Okay, let's try again. Oh man, right all the way back here, eh? Okay. Good lord. What else do I want? Oh, I'm right all the way back here, eh? Hmm. Oops, wrong button there. Let's just get... Come on. Ah. Come on, down. Okay, we got him. Now, I don't need to lure that other guy because he's just in a position where we're not really going to go back, I don't think. So, don't have to worry about that. Let's just burn this one. Yeah, so we drop the lighter and the kerosene off. Okay. Grim Harbinger, greetings. Yes, hello. How's it going? You've just caught me muddling my way through playing Resident Evil through on hard, and it's been years since I've played, so I absolutely suck at it. I keep having to redo the same bit over and over. So let me see where we are again. Oh man, where were we going? So yeah, up the stairs. Run past these creatures. I was going to use the gun. See, because you have to go through this particular part quite a lot, these are a good candidate for killing them. These zombies as well. But there's a few of them all in one place. Come on. Where is he? Okay, go. Oh no, that damn control thing. That happens to me every time, so I try and press backwards in the run button, but that's also the same command that it's got mapped to the... Brendan Atkinson, I'm a Doom modder, if you couldn't tell. No, I couldn't tell, mate, but that's good. Grim Harbinger is saying, not bad, been doing more of my WDS PBM turns while I wait for my group to start our continuation of Trafalgar on TTS. Oh, that's good. How's it going with your game? I love War Game Design Studio games, man. They're my favourite war games. They're really, really good fun. I'm trying to think about a more efficient way of doing what it is I'm trying to do. I think I probably shouldn't have saved at this point. I should have killed the zombie first. Maybe I just run around him, because just killing him over and over again is not going to get me anywhere. Like killing the ones in that... yeah, the thing is we just don't have enough fuel. That's the only problem. Real conundrum. Yeah, good games. They are. Yeah, the Doom games they're eminently moddable as well. I played a really cool mod of Doom. I can't remember what it was called now, but it had like a melee attack in it and stuff. It was really cool. Okay, let's just go around that guy. There we go. Got it. Oh, I did it again. I'm gonna have to start playing with the control pad, I think, because that problem is just causing me a lot of problems. Let me just set this up, guys, because like I can't keep getting hit every time I try and go around someone because of a glitch with the controllers. It's just going to cause me endless worries. Just bear with me a moment. I'm just going to just turn the display capture off while I go into my desktop and sort this out, because I have to connect the Bluetooth. Because Battle Queen and I share a control pad. Well, in fact, it's actually her control pad. I just borrow hers. Just remove this. Nearly them. Okay. Let's see if Resident Evil likes this now. All right. Brendan Atkinson saying, yeah, good games. Vanilla Doom has a melee attack. Yeah, no, it was something where you get like a sliding attack, so you can run in it and you can then slide and do this kind of kick. Grim Harbinger, yeah, I love them. I'm fighting Borodino Lutzen in the 1806-1807 campaign and August 1813 Berlin operation. Oh, and the second bull run from ACW. Oh, right, that's really cool, man. Okay. No, these aren't working, so let me just come out of this. I'm going to just have to come out of the game a sec, guys. Won't be a minute. Just turn this off. Okay, let's see if we can get back into it. It pays to have no life. Oh, I'm sure that's not true. There we go. So yeah, I mean, I don't actually play many War Game Design Studio games at the moment. I'm not really playing any strategy games, other than the ones that I play at work. There we go. The control pad's working now. The reason being is because I'm burned out on strategy games completely, and I need a break from them. And I'm kind of, yeah, I don't want to talk about this every time I'm on, because it's just people are getting sick of hearing it. But I'm really not very happy with modern strategy games at all. I don't find any of them very. They're just kind of not. They don't feel like they're not been made for me, which is disappointing. Okay, I'm going to take a few minutes just to get used to this control pad. Yeah, so but that doesn't mean I'm not playing them anymore. Like I'm just having I'm having a bit of a break. That's all, like a quick break. I'll be back on it soon. I'm playing Galciv. That's the only game I've played for a while. Is modern Galciv. Yeah. Oops. Let's just get round. Just get used to the controls. So, okay, that was it. I still got that same thing though. It's still got the same thing where if you press X and back, it kind of like screws up. Brandon Atkinson, have you ever tried Gravity Tactics? Yeah, I've got it. I don't like it very much. Not that I don't. It's not a bad game. Ah, oh, good lord. It's not a bad game, but the problem is with Gravity is that it's just really complex, and I've already invested into one game series that's like that, which is Combat Mission. So I'd rather play Combat Mission just because learning Gravity as well on top of Combat Missions is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. So yeah, that's why I don't play Gravity. It looks really good though. I've got Mia's Front. That's the only Gravity game that I've got. Right, I think you need to go left of this guy to get round him. No. Yeah, let's try that again. So, I don't know if their hitboxes are bigger on hard or not. Like, I don't think they are. Like, I seem to remember. I'm pretty sure it's the same on normal. I think the just main difference on normal is that you've got more health. The zombies they die quicker, and I think you get more, or you get more ammo. I can't remember which way it is now. Is it that way? Yeah, there we go. So you go to the right of him instead. Yeah, so but like I'm not averse to playing Gravity. I've heard a lot of people say it's absolutely amazing, and it's like one of the best, tactical war games that you can get. Come on, mate. Oh, she did it again. I don't. It's not even the arcade stick. It's just me being bad at it. So I think let me just practice this, because what's happening is I'm pressing backwards. And the game is... It used to be that you hit the right stick in, like that, look. And it changes it. There you go. Anyway, I'll just let them kill me. You died. So I just went in... my fiance Battle Queen is actually watching this, and I went into the front room while I took a quick break, and I was like, what do you think? She goes, stop dying. It's like, it'd look a lot better if you stopped dying. It's like, no shit. So why don't you just play it on normal? I'm like, because it's too easy, and it is as well. Like the difference between normal and hard on this game is really big. Like hard is like, challenging. But it's once you know, like the game's pretty trivially easy once you know where everything is and how to, how to dodge everything. Brendan Atkinson, she's right. Yeah, she's right. But like, I don't want to play on normal because normal's just kind of boring and it's too easy. So it's just kind of a cakewalk to play through it, whereas hard's actually challenging. Grim Harbinger. Yeah, we need pro gaming. Yeah, you're not going to get it here. Like, the only game that I'm actually really, really good at is certain fighting games like Tekken and things like Shadow Empire. There we go. That was better. Just need to practice the dodge a little bit and then I'll get it. Once. Okay, that's the armor one. Okay, I managed to get around him too. Don't you worry, I'll be a master at Resident Evil 1 by the time I've finished it. Okay, let's go and get this. And then we'll go and get the armor key. And, oh yeah, I must remember to burn that corpse. Then. So we'll go and get this and then grab the... Oh, wait. No, I don't remember where it is you want to start. I think it's somewhere around here to make this a little easier. Blew the dog whistle. I've kind of left it a bit too late now because they're going to get up and get me. Yeah, I screwed up here. You really want to try and get them while you're... Well, there's only one of them. Okay, got it. Okay, so we take the collar and we get the key emblem, or the... Sorry, I'm going to examine it. Now the question is it worth... It's not worth going back to try and get the... The kerosene. We can actually go down and get it from the other one. There's only enough for one more use. Go on then. You can't treat your runes anymore. Yeah, there's not enough. Okay, so... Yeah, but actually we can go down the stairs here. We turn... There we are. And then we just got to dodge this guy on the stairs too. Who's pretty easy to dodge. There we are. Now we jump in here. You Crunchy says, just try not to get bitten and you'll be better. Yep. You're right. I'll just try to avoid all monsters. Okay. So I want the fuel canteen and the lighter for this next bit. Play it like it's Brandon Atkinson saying, play it like it's CDDA. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, you mean? Yeah. One of my ideas for a Doom mod is one that plays like a fighting game with combos. That could be interesting. Combos would be really cool, actually, because combo systems in games are good good fun when they're done right. So I really like beat 'em up games, and they do those really, really well. I'm actually going to use an ink ribbon here. I think it will probably be okay. I'm pretty sure I'll get some more later on. Even on hard, it's fairly more generous. It's fairly generous, sorry, with the amount that you get for the saves. I can always go back as well if I need to. Yeah, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is one of my favourite roguelike games, man. I think it's brilliant. I also like Project Zomboid as well, and I know it's a bit of a copy, but it's become a unique game. People have already made the code for the combos, so I'd be expanding on it. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Okay, so I just got to find where I'm going now. We want to go... Let me think about this. Yeah, end of this corridor. Is that right? End of this corridor straight through. Yeah. I'll just double check this. Make sure I'm going the right direction. Yeah, this is this way. Yeah, I've considered modding games because I'm a programmer. I just... I think I'd just rather work on my own one. But I think modding is cool. Oh, here we go. Right, let's just set this thing on fire. Because this is a Crimson Head. Oh no, he didn't let me. Okay, let's just go then, because he's really, really strong. I'm not going to bother fighting him unless I absolutely have to. And I don't think I need to come back this way much. Let's just go and get rid of this armor key. I'll grab the armor key, I should say. Grim Harbinger says, the only real combo game I play is the Batman Arkham games, as I suck at combo games. Yeah, I mean, I think that one's designed so it's kind of simple. I didn't really play Batman Arkham, but I played a lot of the games that are kind of based off it. Here we go, we just want to put this key in. Yeah, so I play fighting games. I've been a lifelong Tekken player. I've played Tekken, the first one, since the very first game. I can't go this way yet, can I? So I played Tekken for a long time, and that was arguably one of the more difficult fighting games to kind of get into. But I very recently got into some of the others as well, and really started to enjoy them. Lots of classic fighting games, and some of the more modern ones as well. So they're all about combos. Now, let me just think about this. I'm wondering what's here. But I don't really want to have to mess around going near that Crimson Head. I'd rather come at it this way, I think. Now we could go this way here. I don't know. I can't remember what's in that door though. Oh, there he is. I can't remember what was through here. God, those Crimson Heads are scary. What's your opinion of Mortal Kombat? I'd never really got... Apart from... I like Mortal Kombat 2, like years ago. Back in the 90s, I thought that was a really, 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 really good game. Okay, that's a helmet one. Oh. Okay, that guy's come through. Fair enough. Yeah, I like Mortal Kombat, but... Oh, sorry, Mortal Kombat X. Sorry. I've got that one. I bought it recently. I got it on a really, really, really heavy sale. So it was really cheap. Can we burn this guy now? Yes. So I managed to take that Crimson Head out. You don't want those guys running around. So I played Mortal Kombat 10 very briefly, and I had a quick look at it, and I thought it looked really, really good. I'm not really, you know, I know it drew some criticism for some of the aesthetic choices that it made and stuff. I'm not really that bothered about any of that stuff really. At least not in that game. But at least gameplay wise, it looked really good. I'm not really a Mortal Kombat player though. I'm more into the kind of Street Fighter or Tekken. My favourite fighting game is Virtua Fighter. So I actually bought a second-hand PlayStation 4 recently, so I can play Virtua Fighter. So I've been really enjoying that. And I like Virtua Fighter, and I like Dead or Alive. I think those are two really, really, really good combat systems. Braden's saying because it's the only fighting game I played. Yeah, it's a good one. I think it's just, you know, Mortal Kombat's great. It's a really, really, really fun series. Okay, now we've got the armor key. I'm trying to see. Yeah, so we want to go... Or do I want to go back up? me just see what we're holding here. Yeah, I've probably got too much stuff. Wow, okay, hang on. Well, that's one thing we can get rid of. I don't think I need all of this stuff either. Yeah, I killed the Crimson Head as well, so that corridor's a little bit kind of less dangerous to deal with now. I saw somebody had done a remake of Dino Crisis, like a fan-made remake, and I'd like to play that actually. I don't love Dino Crisis as a game, but I think it's pretty cool. Like, it is a good game. There's no denying it. So it's just a little bit short. But I think the point with Dino Crisis is you're supposed to play it over and over. Let's go to the map. Okay, yeah, so I need to run down this corridor to the right. And now that we've killed that Crimson Head. And there's another one down here. Okay, got past him. I do like how you got the mirrors there to actually see stuff. Very nice effect. Actually, I have played another fighting game. The third game in the Godzilla fighting game series. Oh, right, I've not played that. Is it good? Let me just have a look at the... My memory's terrible for the maps. Okay, yeah, so this is the way you get back down to where I want to go. So, yeah, I do need to get past this guy. I'm just going to go around him, though. So the reason why I'm going back down to this box is I want to drop a load of my stuff off. And then I'm going to work my way through to the other... Where's this other guy? Well, there he is. Okay. Oh yeah, it's very good as a kid. I put over 100 hours into it and grinded for everything. That's cool, man. Well, you've got to. I mean, fighting games are all about grinding. Grinding in one form or another. Okay. Yeah, I'm bound to take some damage, aren't I? I want the broken shotgun key now. Broken shotgun now, I think. Let me just remind myself what's behind me. Can I go through with... Is this... The armor key now? Can I get that? Yeah, so in here... I don't think I've been in here yet. On this playthrough, at least without dying. Oh no, I did. That's right, because that's where I got the... That's where I got the shotgun. I have to remember that there is some kerosene here. That's good. The character roster was also quite large at 20 plus, which was a Godzilla fighting game series. I'm trying to remember which one that was. Use the mansion key. There we go. Yeah, I think when a fighting game's got a large character roster, it really expands its replayability in a big way. Okay, what have we got here? Candlestick shines coldly in the moonlight. Ah, okay. Ah, yeah. I remember this. Okay, alright, so this thing is a scary plant, look, as you can see. And we cannot deal with this yet, so to go back to where we're going. Also, you could play as any character in the campaign. Godzilla Unleashed, right? I'll have to check that out. I used to love those kind of fighting games when I was a kid. Just to make sure there's nothing else in this room. Yeah, there is, look. I've missed a door. It's here, look. Surely I went through this already. Also, you could play as any character in the campaign. Yeah, you could play through it with the Dolphin emulator. Okay. Okay. We got some... I think I'm going to have to get around this guy too. Clothes and various bits of junk are scattered everywhere. Keeper's Diary. I played poker tonight with Scott and Elias from security and Steve from research. Steve was a big winner, but I think he was cheating, scumbag. One of the higher-ups assigned me to take care of a new creature. It looks like a skinned gorilla. Feeding instructions were to give it live animals. That was on May 10th. When I threw in a pig, the creature seemed to play with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before it actually started eating. May 11th. At around 5 AM, Scott woke me up, scared the shit out of me too. He was wearing a protective suit. Handed me another one and told me to put it on. Said there'd be an accident in the basement lab. I just knew something like this would happen. Those bastards in research never sleep, even on holiday. May 12th. I've been wearing the damn spacesuit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and feels itchy all over. The goddamn dogs have been looking at me funny, so I decided not to feed them today. Screw them. May 13th, 1998. Went to the infirmary because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on it and told me I didn't need to wear the suit anymore. All I want to do is sleep. 14th. Found another big blister on my foot this morning. I ended up dragging my foot all the way to the dog's pen. They were quiet all day, which is weird. Then I realised some of them had escaped. Maybe this is their way of getting back at me for not feeding them the last 3 days. If anyone finds out, I'll have my head handed to me. May 16th. Rumours going around that a researcher who tried to escape the estate last night was shot. My entire body feels hot and itchy and I'm sweating all the time now. I scratched the swelling on my arm and a piece of rotten flesh just dropped off. What the hell's happening to me? May 19th. Fever's gone but itchy. Today hungry and eat doggy food. A couple of days later, itchy Scott came, ugly face so killed him. Tasty. And then it just says itchy tasty. I like the fact that he was still writing in the diary while he was eating people. There we go, look. Ah! Back off! Ah! I didn't mash the buttons fast enough. Let me just make sure there's nothing else in here. No, it's just the guard item. The Wii version is the best because it has one more character. Oh, right, okay, so it was a Wii game, was it? Oh, wow, I'm really, really damaged, so... Sorry, let me figure out where we are. Yeah, I want to get back to the typewriter, don't I? Can we go this way? You unlocked it. Okay, there we are. So I'm nearly dead. I see where I am. We're just here. So we've managed to unlock one of those doors and we've opened up a kind of shortcut to get back round. So the map is starting to open up a little bit. Finally. Now I think I might need this emblem at some point. Let's use this green herb because I am wounded. And I think I should probably... no, we can't save it here because we don't have an ink ribbon. Okay. So we're now going to head this way. Through here, and then like through this basically this bit here. Sorry, through here, and kind of unlock all this bit and we'll get to the typewriter. And if I can make that, then I'll save it again because that will be a reasonable achievement, I think. Now, I don't have a whole lot of ink ribbons left. This one's the armor, isn't it? No, it's the helmet. Okay. Okay, let's just move this and we'll grab the item that's in it. I'm pretty sure there used to be some ammunition, but I might be thinking about normal mode. There seems to be a lot less ammunition on hard. Oh, you have to push one of these as well. No, it's not that one. Yeah, it is this way. No, nothing there. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing there on the hard mode. Okay, let's just do this cutscene. Like this is where we get the chemicals. I can come back for that, I think. So let's just do this whole thing. Remove the plug. Yep. I was going to grab myself some tea while this cutscene's going off. If only they were all that easy to kill. Okay, so we get ourselves a defense weapon. It's got a couple of those now. I think this room's done. Anything else in here? I don't think so. Or was there something in this drawer? Looks like the water still works. No. Brandon Atkinson saying, all I can think of seeing you pushing those things is the Lego games. I don't think I think I've got one Lego game. Oh. Damn it. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to have to try and get around them. Right, there's so many of them in the way. I think I've screwed up here. Maybe what I need to do is get out of a door, go into a door and out again, and just see if it thins them out a little bit. Really, I needed to try to get round them before they actually all came through. Why don't you just go Isaac Clarke on them? Because I don't have enough ammunition. There's one. Now, I'm disoriented. I can't see where I am, so I need to figure out... Right. Okay, so I need to turn to my left and run. Ah, get off me. Ah! Go on. That's it. So I managed to get around them. I'm taking some damage, but hopefully I can... Yes. Okay, right. I know where I am. Oh, I should have looked at that mural. Okay. A trace of something burnt here. An acrid smell permeates the air. Picture stands and bronze statues. There's nothing of interest here. We've got there is another defense dagger here. It's a good job I got those. Yep, I'll take the defense dagger. And will you take the shotgun? Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna... I think it'll kill me if I don't do this, so yeah. No, we want to set the shotgun. We want to use the... Oh, won't let me use that. Okay, let me just... There we go. Let me put the broken shotgun on there. Now we can actually equip the shotgun and use it. This is actually going to enable us to get out of here. Although we don't really want to use too much. Braden Atkinson was saying, I was referring to the cutscene where she stomps on the zombie. Oh, okay. Now, though, if you don't, where are we? Let me just. If you don't use the broken shotgun there, then there's a cutscene with Barry, and you get the famous Jill sandwich line. But I kind of did it the proper way, where she kind of helps herself. Okay, so we got the typewriter is in the other room to the right. Should I go and use that now? I probably should. See if we can get through here. I don't know if there's any creatures. If there is, I'm just going to try and blow the head off. Yeah, I thought so. There we go. Don't need to burn that one. I left you some bullets in the room on the right. Feel free to use them if you manage to get yourself in trouble. Barry. Okay. So your partner's been here. Oh, he's left, and there's a first aid spray as well, which we're going to use, I think. Because I'm nearly dead. Okay. We've still got the sword key, so there must be another room to open up with the sword key. I am going to use an ink ribbon, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm going to find some more soon. There we are. So we're in the East Wing storeroom. Let's drop that down. So... yeah, we just need to get to the other, you know, upstairs now to the armor room, to the other armor key rooms. Okay, so that's that guy dead. Now, we don't want to use too much of the ammunition, because ammunition is a bit of a premium. Let me just check this. Yeah, so we go... yeah, this is exactly where I want to go, so... ah, damn it. It's not what I wanted to do. Come on. Now I've kind of used ammo on him, I sort of want to kill him. But then I've got to burn him. Yeah, forget it. Use the mansion key. Let's just go in here and see what we can do. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. There's a switch here. Nope. So what do we got? There's something in this depression, but the grate is in the way and you can't reach it. I think that's an emblem. Okay, so we've got a puzzle here to do. And I can't remember the combination you're supposed to do it in. Might have got it. Oh. Nope. So I don't think there's a pattern to it. If well, there's obviously a pattern to it, but I think you just do it through trial and error. Okay, let's come back out again. Let's try that one again. Okay, there is a pattern to it, so... try the opposites in diagonals. Unless it's changed on the hard mode. Oh, there we go. Oh no, that's going to bring out the other one though, isn't it? Okay, now we push this one back in. Shield and then sword. There's probably there must be a way of... There we go, got it. Excellent. I remember it not being particularly difficult. Now we hit the switch. There we go. And we get whatever this thing is. My mysterious box. Will you take the jewelry box? Yes. Examine. Okay. There's a switch. Will you press the switch? Got it. There's a mask inside. We've got a death mask. It's a death mask without eyes, nose or mouth. Okay, so we got one of the masks. Don't think we needed to do that yet, but it's there for when we need it, I guess. Now we need to get through here without taking any damage. Oh no, a puzzle box, yes. Ah, damn, that thing is dead. I really need to burn that, because I don't want to be fighting a Crimson Head here. So I better go and get the canteen. If I remember right, on hard, you've got anywhere between about 5 and 10 minutes to kill them. So let's just try and sort that out. We want the fuel canteen, we want the lighter. Okay, and then let's go and burn that corpse, because having a Crimson Head zombie there to fight is going to be really irritating and kind of potentially game ending. How's everybody doing in the chat, by the way? One of the reasons why I thought I'd play this is because I thought it would be something cool that I can just play kind of casually while I chat to people. So feel free to ask me questions about stuff, and if that is your thing. Okay, that's not really what I wanted to do, but should we just kill this guy? I've got a canteen. Ah, he's still dead. Still alive. That's not what I want to do. I really wanted to blow his head off there. I kind of screwed up. Oh well. Wounding myself with it as well. It's just the icing on the cake. Now that's clear. So we've kind of got a clear route now through to, pretty much from anywhere in the mansion to one of the to the room, the item room down here. It's just this guy. He's still in the way, but he's not particularly difficult to bait. I'm in Japan. Hi, mate. Is this that Biohazard game my son plays on PlayStation? PS, yes, probably. I don't know if it's the game that he plays. It might be. It's probably one of many games that he plays on PlayStation. So yeah, this is the PC version of Resident Evil, or Biohazard 1. Depending on whether you're... It's called Biohazard in Japan. That was the original name, which I think is better than Resident Evil. Resident Evil, it makes no sense now that the series is called that. In the original, you know, this first game, because you've got this mansion bit in this house, then Resident Evil makes sense. But none of the other games that came after it was set in a house, really, so it just didn't make any sense. Biohazard is a much better name, I think. The only thing I'd say about Biohazard is that Biohazard kind of gives away the plot of the story, so it's also not the best name. I really liked how, though... Yeah, so in Resident Evil 7, the Japanese version was called Biohazard 7 Resident Evil, and in the West it was called Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and that worked. That made a lot of sense. Okay, what are we doing? I still need to continue opening the doors that I've not opened, because I'm not sure what I've got to do now. So we've got here, look. Going out this way. That's an outdoor bit. I think there's dogs or something there. This is full of... Oh no, this one here is full of zombies. I don't want to go back that way ever again. That room... Yeah, I could come back at it from this way. Let's go out this way and see what we can see. Resident Evil is too hard to pronounce for Japanese, and a mansion is an apartment here. Yeah, sure, right. That makes sense. Okay, so this one. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I don't think. No, I do, because otherwise I've got to fight all those zombies again, so I think I am going to do it. What are your thoughts on Village? I didn't think much of it. My fiance played it and she liked it. I thought it visually it looked cool. I think gameplay wise it just didn't really look like my kind of game, man. It's locked. Spencer family emblem. How did I manage to turn around so that I was facing with my back to him there? I don't know. Yeah, so Village, I didn't really play it enough. It didn't grab me. You know, it looked like it had some cool, interesting character design, but that was about it, really. I'm just not really big. I'm not a big fan of the later Resident Evil games that are based on Resident Evil 4. I think Resident Evil 4 was probably the best one of the lot. You know, of the action-oriented ones. Yeah, a bit of a shame I had to do that. No items here. No herbs or anything? No, come on, man. Come on, hard mode. Give me something. The secondary villain characters in it, yeah, they were cool. I like the vampires. I thought they were really well done. You know, the tall Lady Dimitrescu or whatever she was called was kind of cool, but I've really screwed up here. I thought the characters in it was cool. I didn't think much of the gameplay. What I did like about that, I don't know if you played the DLC. The DLC was pretty cool. I actually thought that was really well done. It was quite short, but it was kind of weird and interesting. So here we are, East Wing storeroom. Oh, now where was I? I don't even remember what I was doing now. Did we need the fuel canteen to kill that guy? I think we did, didn't we? And we need to fill this up. So and just remind myself where we are and what we've not unlocked. Okay, yeah, I just saved it, didn't I? So... this here, was that armor key, or was that one armor key? One of these I might be able to get into. I don't remember exactly. This is the piano room, if I remember right. That's not worth going into. There's nothing there. And this is just basically full of monsters. Did I try that door? No, I didn't. I'm familiar with the characters of it through the fan fiction. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's definitely had a lot of fan fiction, let's see. Yeah, and I don't want to go that way. So I remember what I did now. I'd already burned that corpse, didn't I, up there? Or did I? Oh god, my memory's so bad. Let's just take this thing anyway, just in case, because I might need to burn that crimson head that's up here, or potential crimson head. Yeah, you can actually eventually open that door that I just bypassed. Yeah, so this guy, I'm just going to blow his head off. Okay, and there's the death mask. I don't need to worry about that yet. I'm not coming for that yet. Damn. Okay, in that case we just need to burn this one. Wait, why not? Burn, burn. Use the mansion key. Okay, so this is one that I missed earlier. Brad Naxton's saying, it fits my taste in genre, Yuri. Fair enough, mate.
Richard! Oh. What happened? You're wounded.
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
Okay. Forgotten about this bit. So now I've got to go and get some serum, and I'm pretty sure it tells you where it is. Yeah, there we are. Look, so first floor mansion. So that's downstairs. We are. Yeah, that's pretty easy to get to. We just need to... Okay, this is why you don't want to be... This is why you don't want to use that doorknob, because I think it makes this bit easier, if I remember right. EDF also kills the giant bugs monsters. Okay. Now, we got to do it quite quickly. Yeah, it's just straight across here, isn't it? Now, hang on. Do I... Yeah, it's this way. I want to go out around the outside. Mini Japan saying, you seem to like 4X Grand Strategy Indie. Are you averse to games from the majors, such as Paradox, for example, Europa Universalis 4 or Crusader Kings 3? No, I'm not averse to those games. I like Crusader Kings 3. I just don't play them much. I like turn-based strategy, turn-based games better than the real-time ones, actually. But I do like them. I really want to get into Europa Universalis 4. The thing is, I feel like I missed the boat with it a little bit because it's kind of an old game now, right? So I feel like I've kind of missed that one. Come on. Oh, how did that happen? Come on, man. I probably could have just ran around him there. I'll just kill him. Yeah, maybe, because... I think I'm just going to shoot him here. Got it. So I don't have to worry about the kerosene with that one. Okay, now we just need to get down here. And just go around this guy. Oh, come on. That wasn't even anywhere near me. Yeah, so I do like indie, 4X and indie grand strategy games. But I do like the mainstream ones as well if they're good. It's not that I have a problem with playing them or anything. Let's just put these down, and I want... Okay, we need to just grab the... Oh, there it is. It's here, I think. There we go. There's the serum. Now we need to take it back to him. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a break from 4X and Grand Strategy. But I'm currently playing Shadow Empire. Sorry, I'm currently playing Galciv. And there'll be some more episodes of Galciv coming soon. Hold on a minute. Can I actually go in this door yet? No, I can't. That's a helmet. That is going to go back. No, I don't want to go this way. So you are actually a little bit of a timer for this one. Brandon Atkinson's asking. Oh, sorry. I missed some. Grim Harbinger said, as a crazy person who's played Aurora 4X, now that's for a true crazy face. I like Aurora 4X. The problem is I can't find a tutorial. There's not a single good tutorial for that game, and it's really annoying because the documentation for the game is just not good. But I like the idea of Aurora 4X. The problem is that I suspect that the AI in it's really bad, but I can't prove that. Brandon Atkinson says, have you looked at Rise of the White Sun? Really good game based 1920s and 30s China. No, not played it. What's it like? What kind of game is it? Like, I'm interested in playing all sorts of games. It's funny because I've made my name on YouTube as a strategy game channel, right? But I don't just play strategy games. I play everything. Like, I play a little bit of everything. Let's go and do this serum quest first. So yeah, I do a little bit of everything, man. And actually the first video that I ever recorded was Slay the Spire, believe it or not. Where are we going now? No, it was in there, wasn't it? That's right, I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, so actually the first video I ever recorded was Slay the Spire. Grim Harbinger said, yeah, there's some YouTube series that give you the basics, but it still takes an experimentation and learning. Yeah, I didn't find those videos helpful at all. There's an ancient Quill 18 series on the the old version of the before the C# version of Aurora.
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
This guy's tripping out, look.
Here's my radio. Take it. I'm... Does it ever not hurt?
What a line, man. Okay. Now, he's just chilling out here, I think.
I'm okay. The others...
I remember Grim Harbinger saying, fair. I remember trying to make the Executor in Aurora 4X. Let's just say the game did not like it. Yeah. Oh, do you mean the Super Star Destroyer? The Executor. No, let's not take these. I'll come back for them if I need them. Is this where I've got to fight the snake? I can't remember now. I might be able to get away without fighting this. Locked. Oh, that's the shield, so no, I can't do this. What's in here? Maybe something to do with the 5,000 weapons, right? Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's been such a long time since I tried to play Aurora, and I like the idea of it in theory. Oh, okay. What we got here? There was something I could push there. It's too dark to see much of anything. Ah, an unlit candlestick. Let's use the... Oh, I don't have the lighter. Damn. Here? No, okay, we can't see anything in here. We need to go and get the... We need to go and get the lighter. MN Ninja Japan says, Slay the Spire, Disco Elysium, Against the Storm. Sorry, just give me a minute. Against the Storm, Frostpunk, tried to like, but just don't see the attraction. I like Slay the Spire. I don't like Disco Elysium. I like Against the Storm, and I thought Frostpunk was okay. Not really my kind of thing. Should we grab these? I guess we can, because we're going that way now. So I need to go back to the what's it room and grab the lighter. That was it. Yeah, I don't like Disco Elysium. I don't like. I think my fiance played it. She liked it. I don't think she completed it though. I think all those games, right? Like games that are written on. Okay, so that game has... one of the things I will say about Disco Elysium is that it's at least made it so that the gameplay is directly tied into the story. And that is really unusual, right? Because most of these games that are very story folk... This is something that I was watching... I was talking to... there's a channel I watch called The Electric Underground, and the guy from that channel, Mark, he was actually online yesterday playing Resident Evil 4. And he was talking about stories in role-playing games, how they're stories like a linear kind of... This is what he was saying. I'm trying to summarize it. Like, story is like a linear way of communicating, I guess, information and, you know, entertainment, right? And that doesn't always play nicely with games because games are supposed to be gameplay first. Now, he was using JRPGs as a kind of example here, where, you know, I don't think that, like, JRPGs are very much about the story, but the game mechanics are pretty meh, right? They're very basic. It's like Wizardry 1. They've never really progressed past the Wizardry 1 style of gameplay, whereas the other Wizardry games and other Western CRPGs really did a lot with the combat mechanics and stuff. But anyway, the point he was kind of trying to make was that often people kind of mistake story for gameplay. So when the story of a game is good, they can often forgive bad gameplay. Now, at least Disco Elysium tried to make the gameplay directly linked to the story. And I appreciate that. I think that was a good effort. The thing is, as you said, the story sucks. It felt like, from the bit I played and from what I saw from my fiance playing it, was that I feel like it was written by somebody who was thinly veiling a political kind of outlook that is completely the opposite of what I would want to be playing in a game, if you follow me. So it felt like, you know, imagine I don't want to talk about politics on my channel, right? Because I'm really not about that here. But let's say that one end of the political spectrum tried to make a game where they were talking about politics in a balanced way, but failed in a massively obvious, transparent way. That's kind of how I felt about Disco Elysium from what I saw of it. But one of my best mates, yeah, he's like I'd call a casual gamer, even though he loves games. He plays a lot of games. He tends to play more kind of, you know, casual games, normie games, whatever. He loves Disco Elysium. He thought it was a masterpiece. So I think if you like it, that's great. Just wasn't my kind of thing. Grim Harbinger said, yeah, gamers will forgive a lot as long as the story is good. Well, look at a game like Final Fantasy VII, right? Final Fantasy, you know, the original. It's not a great game, is it? Really? You know, it's the same, JRPG system. Does it have active time battle? I can't remember. It might. I think it came in after. Yeah, it will have come in after active time, but still, it's quite a basic game. So, oh yeah, we need to get the gameplay is really, really basic, but it's just kind of grinding. You're grinding for level to open up new abilities to be able to take on bosses. But it's not. I don't think Final Fantasy VII is a good game to replay once you've finished it a few times, because what JRPGs are really, really good at is they are incredibly immersive with the story, and they know how to hit you with the emotional hooks. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. That's where JRPGs are really, really good games, because they're very, they're very entertaining. But are they good games really? Don't know. I'd rather play a Western CRPG than a JRPG any day. And I'm a big fan of Japanese culture. I love anime and manga. I think the Japanese know how to do stories really well, and they know how to do great characters. So JRPGs are cool storylines, but the gameplay is just a bit too grindy for me. So I just can't be bothered with them anymore, really. Okay, so we're going to dodge past this dude, this zombie. And then we're going to try to get this. Braden Axelson, it has an agent system like Shadow of Forbidden Gods, though it's very different in terms of its gameplay loop. Oh, are we talking about Rise of the White Sun? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like Shadow of Forbidden Gods. I've not played it for a while. I think it's come on a long way since I was playing it. Oh god. Okay, what we got here then? Shelves aligned with wine glasses. I'm not going to bother killing this guy. Let's just see if we can... Come on. Pushing the zombie, look. That's hilarious. Is there anything there, though? No. Can I push it the other way, I wonder? Oh! I haven't got an item here either. What's in here then? Give me something. Okay. Oh, there we are. That's what I need. It's so tense, man. Okay, let's get out of here. Grim Harbinger saying, I mean, I play Aurora 4X Combat Mission, WDS, Gary Grigsby's and the like, so maybe I'm not the most objective. Well, no, look, it just depends. Games design is, different games have different things that design's supposed to be doing, right? But doesn't mean... Oh, hang on. But it doesn't mean that, that some of the principles aren't cross-transferable. So I think if you're well versed in video games, what's supposed to be fun and what isn't, and you can kind of get an idea of what it is it's supposed to, the games are supposed to be doing. So yeah, you're saying tell me to leave Richard alone for a bit. I like CRPGs when they're good, when they're well done. But I can sort of take or leave them now because they're so long to play, and if I'm going to be playing a long game like that, I prefer to play something where like a long strategy game where you've really got to pit yourself against against the computer or yourself or whatever, against some kind of difficult situation. Brandon Atkinson says one of my favorite RPGs is Corruption of Champions. I think I know what that kind of game is. I'm just gonna ignore that one. Grim Harbinger saying true. Brandon Atkinson, unironically, I think the characters are quite good compared to other Aero RPGs. Yeah, okay. Corruption. I know what Corruption of Champions is, and the fact that I know it is kind of worrying. The fact that I even know what that game is. Okay, what do I want to be doing now? Oh, we need the helmet key. So where am I going from here? Ah, is it this room? Yeah, it might be. No, I've got to do the music thing. Okay, I know where we are now. I need to go and get some health. If this kills me, I'm in big trouble, so I'm going to try and get to a position where I can see him better. Ah! Yeah, he's got me. Oh dear. I've got to do a whole lot again. So let me think about how I do this. I've got to do that whole thing with the serum again, haven't I? Yeah, what a nightmare. Corruption of Champions. I should say Corruption of Champions 2 because the first and second game are very different. I can't say I've ever played them. Okay, yeah, we need the lighter, we need the fuel canteen. I've got to go and do... We've got plenty of health. Okay, I don't know where I'm going now, so it shouldn't take me as long to do as the last time. How much ammo have I got? I've got loads of ammo with this thing. Yeah, I don't really want to be killing stuff with this. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that ammunition for that shotgun later. Ah, I see. So... you have played X-Pirates. Yes, I have played X-Pirates quite a lot. I like X-Pirates very much. I don't consider that to be the same kind of game though as Corruption of Champions. Because Corruption of Champions is actually designed as an erotic game, right? Whereas X-Pirates isn't. I've spoken directly to the developer about this and talked to him. X-Pirates, the mechanics came first. That's one thing that I don't think people always realise with that game. The mechanics came first in X-Pirates, and he built this kind of like, you know, the theme of the game, you know, with this sort of sexy ladies. That came into it afterwards. That was a secondary concern to him, believe it or not. So the developer Dioxine, he's like one of the best. He's one of like the smartest developers I've ever spoken to, man. And he's making this kind of really niche UFO mod, but it's just that is one of the best games I've ever played. Oh, Brendan Atkinson saying I'm just pulling your leg. Yeah, I get. No, it's an absolutely fair point. Like, X-Pirates is a sexy game. There's no doubt about it. I love that game, by the way. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that it is, you know, it is like a little bit skeevy, I probably would play it on the channel because I think the mechanics in that game are just so good. They're so much better than pretty much any other tactics game I've ever played. The only other tactics game that's anywhere near as good as that is Jagged Alliance 2 V1.13 mod. That's also just absolute baller. But the problem, like I say, the problem with X-Pirates is the problem with X-Pirates is just the you know, the fact that it is a bit just lewd content. And I think I'm going to kill this guy now. If I can kill him on this corpse here, that would be great. Perfect. Hang on, we've got another one coming down. Now I've got to be careful because if I kill all of them and they don't lie on the same body, I'm going to end up with a problem. But I think I'm actually going to use a shotgun here. If I can kill him with one hit, get lucky. Got him. Now, is that in the same place? Maybe not. Can I kill them all here? Please say yes. No. I don't think that worked. Jagged Alliance 3 is pretty good, just it becomes whack-a-mole mid to late. Yeah, I didn't like Jagged Alliance 3 actually. Grim Harbinger. Anyway, I have to disappear as Trafalgar will begin to. No worries, man. Enjoy. Brandon Atkinson is saying, I played it on my channel. Did you? I'm interested to know the reaction you got to playing X-Pirates, because, like, here's the thing about X-Pirates, right? Oh, is there no... Uh-oh, I'm in big trouble here, because I'm going to end up with crimson heads here now, because I don't have any... what's it? Any kerosene. Yeah, look, it only burned that one. Oh, that's a real problem. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to run back all the way here with some kerosene to go and kill that. There we go. Yeah, I'm really interested to know like how people took that playing X-Pirates, because there's two big problems with me playing X-Pirates, and I've thought about it long and hard because it is one of my favorite games. One is that it's so long. No, there's actually three problems. One, it's really long. So a typical playthrough of X-Pirates is what? 100 hours or 200 hours? Minimum. Yeah. If you're playing it fast. It's like a big game. It's so much content. And it's one of those rare games that has got loads of content, but yet it doesn't ever feel bloated because it's just that good a game. The big problem, the other big problem number two is I suck at it. So I'd have to put it on a low difficulty setting. And X-Pirates, my one problem with X-Pirates is that the easy... Oh, god damn it. The easy sections on it are too easy. Whereas the easier difficulty setting is kind of easy. And there's no difference between the tactical battle difficulty and the strategic battle. So I don't find the tactical battles that hard. I find I think they're fine. The problem with the game is the strategic difficulty is really difficult unless you really know what you're doing. So what did I need from here? The music sheet, that was right. So I wish there was a way to ramp up the tactical difficulty but leave the strategic game difficulty lower, because it's just too damn hard, man. Like you've got to be a real veteran XCOM player to be any good at X-Pirates. Grim Harbinger said, enjoy Resident Evil. Thanks, man. Brandon Atkinson said, my channel started as an open XCOM with 40k mod, which I contributed to. Really? Oh, that's it. That's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, it does actually give you some ammo here, look, but I'm going to have to hold on to that, I think, because I've just used too much ammo here. Let's move this perk first. Okay, let's kill this guy first. Or do I need to? No, I know what I can do. Let's just get him around here. And I'll grab... Oh, this is actually a way better way of doing this. Oh, I can't see it. That's a problem. Okay, let's get these guys together anyway. So, what was the third problem with X-Pirates? Oh, no. Okay, now I'm backed into a corner. No. Bottled it. Damn it. So yeah, yeah, and then the third problem with X-Pirates is that I was just a bit concerned that the amount of people that would be interested in watching that kind of game, I think, on my channel would be really small, because I think, like, you can play it in a way that sort of avoids some of the nudity and stuff. You don't need to, because the nudity is kind of optional actually in X-Pirates. Apart from when you're kitting people, like it is optional, and it's not designed as a sex game. That's not really what it is. It's just it's a hardcore strategy tactics game, grand strategy game with amazing tactical combat, but it's also kind of got sexy characters in it, right? And you can have some nudity if you want. I think the problem with that is that you kind of want to play it so that it's fun for people to watch. So you show that stuff off, but then am I going to get people going, oh god, this is a sex game? And so it kind of feels like maybe it'd be a bad move. I don't know. It's just a bit of a weird one. But I do like I think original UFO might be a game that I'd like to play on my channel. I'd play Open XCOM. Okay. Oh, I'm really bad at this. Yes, the strat layer in X Pirates is a high part. Yeah, absolutely. Like the tactical combat isn't easy, especially later on. Like some of the if you're not ready for some of the battles, they can be absolutely brutal, and there's no doubt about it. But it's the strategic layer. Like it's the fact that your score will just start dropping really, really fast. So you've got to know how to build the score up. So I'm in this sort of dilemma with X Pirates where it's like I find the combat a little bit too easy on normal, on the lower difficulties. But the difficulty, if you put the difficulty up, then the strategic layer difficulty is too much for me because I'm not that good at XCOM. So because it is an expert mod, so you kind of like it's like I just wish I wish that Dioxin had put in separate difficulty levels for tactical and the strategic, but I don't know if that can be done with the engine, so or whether he'd even want to do that because he's really particular about how the game works as well. Like he's very, I don't know, I don't want to speak for him because I've not talked to him about this, but I suspect that there might be an element of, well, no, it's actually meant to be an expert mod, so therefore I'm not going to start messing around with the relative difficulty levels. I don't know, I'm just sort of speculating there. Okay, let's go and grab this serum. Coming back the other way is really hard on this. How long have I been playing? 3 hours. God, 3 hours and I'm still in the mansion. If I was playing on normal now, I'd be into the into the outside bit by now. There's no doubt about it. Did I? Wait a minute. Yeah, I've got to do this now because. I'm not mashing the buttons fast enough. Yeah, there's a couple of games that I really want to play on the channel, but I've avoided just because of the length. And one is Grimoire, which is a CRPG by Cleve Blakemore, which is just an amazing wizardry style CRPG. But again, it's massive and it's like 40 hours just to get out of the first bit. Like to get out of the the training level is like 40 hours. It's massive. And then the game opens up and it's just absolutely mind-bogglingly huge. There's loads of combat, maybe too much combat really. It's not, as far as the game design is concerned, it's very much, if you like wizardry games then you'll love it, but if you don't then you're not going to love it. I can't imagine very many people would watch that. Gotcha. So I just can't imagine many people would watch it. It was a real shame because I think it would be like it is a really great game. The other one is what else is really long that I would like to play and I don't get a chance to? Shadow Empire is the other one now. Like I feel like Shadow Empire, it's even the small map just takes forever, and especially doing it as a let's play. And I was talking to the developer Vic about this because I talked to him quite a bit, and he was like, "Why don't you just play it on a smaller map?" And I'm like, "I did." The most recent one I played was like a really, really small map, and it didn't make any difference, man. It's just it still takes hours and hours and hours to play. What about XCOM Files? I didn't play it. Ninja of Japan says, so what do you specifically find great about Shadow Empire? Shadow Empire. So the best thing about Shadow Empire is it's very, very dense game in terms of gameplay. So it's incredibly, like, it's one of these games that's different every time you play it, and depending on the map setup, and you know, because it's got loads of procedurally generated content in it. Like, it's like the whole game's procedurally generated pretty much, apart from things like, you know, the text structure and you know, the technologies, and but like pretty much everything's procedure generated, so there's always something interesting to do. But I think part of the reason why I like it is because it's really, really complex and yet incredibly tight as a game. So that's really rare. You just don't get games like that very often. I think Dominions is one of the others that is also complex but very, very tight. Those games are few and far between, and you know, when you find one, it's really, really nice. Ninja Japan says all the Grand Strategy 4X games require an initial study period with which the length of depends upon the availability of information. You have to hunt for information with indies. I've just put in the hours to learn Shadow Empire. I've played it for 1,000 hours now, so I've been playing it since before it was released as well, because I got an early copy through Explorminate. So yeah, Shadow Empire I'm fully invested in. I don't really have the same issues that a lot of other people have with trying to get into it. Come on. Ah, no, I'm so bad at this game. Ah, come on. So yeah, so when people say they find it really hard to get into, what I say to them is read the manual and play it on easy, and then just keep playing it. Like, that's basically how you get into it. You don't need to know exactly what's going on to be able to enjoy that game. You just got to kind of play it and try and, yeah, you just got to play it and learn it as you go, and you don't really need anything more than that. Now, not everybody likes that kind of style of learning games, and if you're one of those people who doesn't like learning things the hard way, then you're not going to like Shadow Empire, I think. Because I think in order to be good at Shadow Empire, you have to have a depth knowledge of all the game systems, and you're not going to get a depth knowledge of all the game systems unless you learn it. And you got to learn it the hard way. It's just one of those things. I don't think there's a shortcut to learning Shadow Empire. You just got to play it over and over. I'm really, really screwing up here. Okay, let's just use this on this guy. Oh, I didn't need to do that because I never need to come back here, do I? That was kind of a waste. You know, I'm kind of tempted to reload this, because I don't think I've taken way. Yeah, I think I will, because I've wasted some fuel and I've taken way too much damage. I need to try and do this without getting hit. Brandon Atkinson said, set a 4X with Dwarf Fortress's map gen. Well, that's what Shadow Empire is, basically. It's not quite as complex as Dwarf Fortress, but it's complex enough. It's got the best map generator in any 4X game, there's no doubt about it. Min Ninja Japan says, those clunky sliders to adjust income levels, for example, are so off-putting. Yeah, look, so I can't really talk about what's going on with Shadow Empire because I'm NDA'd on it. So yeah, but I mean, I suppose what I can say is that, look, the developer is aware of the UI, and I like the UI in Shadow Empire. I don't think it's off-putting. I really like it. I think it's an interesting UI, and it's not, you know, it's just not it's not that kind of standard homogenized boring UI that we get in every 4X game. So I like it, but the developer does agree with people that it needs work, and he's, you know, so yeah, I can't say any more, basically. But he said this out loud. Like, he's told people, I'm aware that the UI probably needs some work, and you know, he said that it's something he'd like to get to at some point. So I really wish I think there's other stuff that he needs to do that's not UI based, but then he's got to think about making money as well, and he wants more people to play it, and why not? Brandon Axis says, but that is part of the charm. Ninja Japan says, if you spend a shitload of time with games, then the look and feel are important in my opinion. Oh yeah, I absolutely agree with that 100%. Indie games are created by geniuses who have a narrower view of what is needed by the average gamer. Yes, that's very astute, and I completely agree with that actually. They very often they're programmers, and they come at it from a programmer's perspective. However, I think, like, for me, aesthetics is more important than accessibility, in all honesty. And I have to be careful what I say there, because accessibility is something else. Come on. I just don't seem to be able to do this without getting hit. This corridor is brutal, man. Like, I really need to figure out how to do this one. I'm going to reload it. Yeah, I don't find the UI off-putting in Shadow Empire at all. I actually find it encourages you, because, you know, especially with the report system, I really feel like it encourages you to kind of like investigate what's going on in the game. So when I played Shadow Empire, my first thought wasn't, oh my god, what a bad UI. It was like, wow, this is big and complex, and I want to explore it. But I've got that kind of personality where I see something that looks hard, I want to master it. So, and I think that's a hard sell unless you're a hardcore 4X gamer. Unless you're a hardcore gamer who, like me, just doesn't care about you. Like, I just ignore 95% of UI complaints because I just don't agree with most people on them. Because I've come from the era of gaming from the 1980s. That my first game system, you know, I was playing the ZX Spectrum in 1987 or 1986 was my first computer. So I just don't. I don't see UI complaints because I just used whatever I had, you know, whatever was there. It's like, oh, this is the game. This is what you get. It was, you know, there was in those days, there was no UI design really. Like user interface design was for stuff like, you know, network printers and stuff, and so it was a work thing. And you know, as games develop, UI became a bigger thing, but I've grown alongside that. So I've got 40 years nearly of legacy experience with working things out for myself. So I just don't care about UI stuff, and I kind of raise my eyes at UI complaints, to be honest. I just think I think a lot of people mistake bad UI for not homogenized and same UI, if that makes sense. So they'll go, oh, this game's got a bad UI, but when you question them, it's like, oh, so actually what you're saying is it's not the same UI that you've used in every other game. That's what people are actually saying most of the time. Now there are people who have genuine UI complaints with certain games, but I just don't really. Most of it I just ignore. There's only one game ever that I put down because I found the user interface too confusing and difficult to use, and that was an old game on Matrix called Titans of Steel, which is a BattleTech ripoff basically, and a good game as well. But the problem is that the UI in that game was actually quite hard to use, and even with me, it's very rare for a user interface for me to be put off, but that game challenged me a bit too much. It was a bit too much even for me. But for the most part, I just don't care. And like Shadow Empire, I'm not the person to talk to about user interface stuff, because I just, you know, I just don't see half the issues that people have got. Oh, by the way, there was a user interface developer in the chat earlier. My friend Aaron is a user interface developer. Him and I have some very interesting conversations about it, because we've got ran straight into it. We've got very different ideas of what user interface should be. Okay, I'm gonna kill that guy. We've got very different ideas of how user interface design should be, because he is like, you know, he comes from the school of UI design. He's focused on that as a job. He's read all the, you know, the UI Bibles and stuff, and you know, so that's kind of what he focuses on. For me, that's just it's not really my focus. Yeah, I want the serum, and I need that, and I need. Do I really need this gun? I think I'll bring it with me. No, I think I probably should learn to not use this, because I think I'm going to need to keep those ammunition. Brandon Atkinson is, I think the word you're looking for is navigability. Mini Ninja Japan says, I work with a genius programmer in SW development and software development, and his idea of good documentation was a couple of lines in Excel. Gamer devs are the same. Yeah, look, it's like, where do you draw the line between, you know, look, I think that when it comes to this stuff, especially things like user interface, it's all driven by how much you want your game to sell, okay? So if you want your game to be as accessible to as many people as possible, you really, really need to make sure that your game is accessible to as many people as possible. The problem is that making games accessible is usually contrary and runs opposed to making good games, okay? And that's something that really people do not like hearing, but it's true. Like, to make games accessible for people, you've got to kind of make them crappy, because they have to be crappy for, like, in order for them to be fun, like easy to play and fun to play for casual gamers and beginners, you've got to make them, at least at some point, bad for veteran players with legacy skill. And trying to square that circle is not easy. And I think that I personally think the best way to do it is for things like manuals, and to make games really accessible for beginners. You've got to make them super fun to play for veterans, yeah. And then beginners have to see veterans having fun with it and want to put the time into learning them. Otherwise, you've got to build the game so that, you know, they're easy at the start, and, you know, no veteran is going to want to play a game that's easy at the start, like, because when you want to replay it over and over and over, you've got to go through that easy bit, right? And that's boring. Like, I was playing Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection the other day, and that game is utterly unforgiving. I can't even get past level 1, right? I've played that game so much and I can't even get past level 1. But that game, boy, is that fun to play for veterans, because no matter how, you know, how much you play, it's going to be hard right at the start. I'm not saying that every game needs to be like that, by the way, but, you know, I'm using that as as a very extreme example, but it's kind of true. It's like, so I was saying this, I can't remember where I was saying this before, but I've got what I'd consider to be probably a very unpopular opinion now when it comes to the way that we treat learning games, and that is that I just don't care about beginners. I think you need to figure out what your market is, and if it is an indie game, like a really complex strategy game, like an indie game, you know, like Shadow Empire, you've got to accept that it's going to be difficult to get into for most people, and making anything you do to make it more accessible for new players, unless you're a genius like Vic is, it's probably going to make the game worse for veterans. It's just true. And so, like, Vic is actually really, really clever at making his games accessible for beginners that doesn't ruin it for veterans. I don't know how the hell he does it. Like, the whole thing with the militia in Shadow Empire is absolutely genius, and you know, there are loads of other things that you can do to make these games better for beginners. I guess the other thing in Shadow Empire is the way that he's kind of like minimized what people would call mistakenly call micromanagement, by putting loads of other cool mechanics in there. Like, the whole profile system is pretty much automated, and all you have to do is direct it through, you know, event decisions, that kind of stuff. Brandon Atkinson was saying, I agree with you, and I was born in 03. Okay, where did that guy go? Oh yeah, he came through the door. Meninja Japan says, the UI, good or bad, is such a subjective thing, like most stuff in gaming, but non-intuitive stuff is so off-putting for the average person. I understand that, and I think that the whole idea that I'm talking about, you know, like, that modern games don't cater to people with legacy skill, isn't 100% accurate, because I think that one of the, you know, when we're talking about what I call the homogenization of games, you know, games and UIs and all that, and I don't like it, some people really feel that having this kind of homogenized user interface, that respects their own legacy skill, because it means they don't have to learn a new control system for every game and all that. My counter argument to that is, unfortunately, human beings demand novelty, and our psyche, whether we like it or not, it's undeniable that we demand novelty in what we do. And if you don't understand that, you can't be too confused when people come and buy your new game that should be great fun, and they seem to be bored of it immediately. And the reason is because if your user interface looks the same and your control systems are all the same and everything's all the same as 50 other games they've played, whether those players recognize it or not, they are running afoul of their psyche, going, you've played this a million times before. Why are you playing this same game over and over again? Even if it is kind of different, in the gameplay. If everything else around it is similar, you get this just unavoidable psychological problem. So while I agree with you, non-intuitive user interface is off-putting to people. I completely agree. What a lesser understood phenomenon that I think the developers will eventually figure out, give it 10 years or something, is that homogenization of mechanics and user interface is killing games design. Brandon Atkinson says, it would be a good analogy, your nose is blind when it comes to UI. Doom Eternal. I just saw AVGN VOD on Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, man. I love AVGN. And I still love him as well. I know a lot of people think he's lost it. I think he's still good. He's just putting less effort in because he's busy. Meninja Japan says, the trade-off is clear, but I hear a lot of these indie developers say that they can only continue with new content if the game does well. Yeah, so modern games design is driven by the need to be financially viable, and again, everything that you need to do in order to make a game fun for new players, or for a mass market audience, is antithetical to games design. For example, everybody complains about microtransactions, at endless DLC. Paradox gets so much shit for all the stuff that they do with their DLC policies, and unfortunately, because the games are so expensive to make now, they've got to fund it somehow. So these big, long, complex to make games have to have some way of funding them, to fund the massive teams that make them. And the only way to do that is by kind of what people see as sort of predatory monetization practices. But they don't understand how. Like, I work in the industry. I've got some idea. If I know, I'm pretty clued up on how much money it takes exactly to make these games, right? I get insider information on how much it takes to make all these games, and I'm telling you, they're freaking expensive. And then, so when gamers are complaining about monetization, it's a trade-off that you have to make for having these big complex games. And unfortunately, not only that, but they have to be made to be accessible. So Paradox manage it though, somehow. Like, I'd argue that Paradox, like, let's take a game like Europa Universalis 4, right? Which is a really good game. A really difficult to learn game and complex game. It's got an abysmal tutorial, and yet it still gets massive amounts of players. It's a really, really hugely played game. Like, before I got my current job, I did a brief stint as a cleaner. I was working as a cleaner in a biolab, which is quite funny. It was kind of like Resident Evil. And one of the cleaners that I was working with, a really nice guy, he was a big Europa Universalis fan, and I was really surprised to hear that. It's just like, this guy was like, oh wow, like, what got you into EU4? And he was just like, oh, I can't really remember, I just really like it. So I was like, wow. So I mean, he was just playing this, what I consider to be quite a complex sort of niche game, and he's a cleaner so it was just like, wow, it's reaching a big audience, right? And let me just figure out where I'm supposed to be going. Am I going the right way? Let's just look at the map. Yes, I am. I want to keep going past this guy. Ah. So yeah, anyway, here's the point I was trying to make. So EU4 is a perfect example of where other people see people having fun with it, and they're willing to get over that hurdle. Now, Paradox didn't need to dumb Europa Universalis down in any way to get people to play it. So that is a big example of what I'm talking about. We don't need to be making games streamlined and simple for beginners, especially if the knock-on effect is it ruins the game for veteran players. I think it's a bad idea. Like, Shadow Empire is successful. That's doing really well. It's got a startling amount of players actually for an indie game, and that's proved that you don't need to completely strip your game down and like scrubify it in order to make it good. So why are other developers doing it all the time? Like I just, you know, I can't play the new Age of Wonders games because they just feel just really dumbed down to me. Brandon Atkinson saying Fallout 4, my experiences. Min in Japan says the MN in Japan. I'm trying to get that name right. Min in Japan or MN in Japan. Anyway, the UI is separate from the game itself. It should be transparent ultimately for every game. No, I don't agree. I don't think it needs to be transparent. I think it should be part of the gameplay. I think games should be part of the game. Sorry, UI should be part of the game, and certain games you know, you want a transparent UI if you're at work, okay? Like if I'm working at work, I don't want to be playing or interacting with the UI in a gamey way when I'm trying to get work done. But games are not work, okay? And I think that depending on the kind of game you're playing, the user interface should be part of the game, right? I think that should be part of the play. It just depends on the game, and some games are better than others. But Shadow Empire is a game where the user interface is really good. And the reason it's really good is because it's not only... It's quite labyrinthine in a sense, but how do you make a user interface for a game that complex without going into menu diving? And people hate menu diving, let me tell you. Like, I hear more complaints about menu diving in strategy gaming than pretty much anything else. So Vix at least avoided that. So I don't really understand how you do that user interface without making it more complex. So without making it like, menu diving or full of like ridiculous amounts of tooltips. Another overrated feature. So yeah, I'm a bit weird when it comes to UI, man. Like I've just got unpopular opinions on it, but I think that, mark my words, I'm going to shake my finger now and say this, mark my words, that video game developers will eventually figure this out, that homogenization of user interface is killing their player numbers. They'll figure it out eventually, and then I'll be because I'm going to be about 70 when that happens, and I'll be like, I remember back in 2024 when I was banging my, I was the old man yelling at the clouds telling you this would happen. Told you. And this is exactly what it is. This is what the part of the problem is. Amin in Japan says, I know you don't like the Endless series UI. It's not that I don't dislike it. I just think it's boring. And by the way, that user interface worked in Endless Legend. It was new. That was like a new thing. So you can't blame Endless Legend for it. What you can blame is the fact that developers are unwilling to take risks with other stuff because partly because of the problem that you've discussed, which is, gamers, they have this legacy kind of legacy skill with the same UI, and why should they learn a new user interface? Well, the answer is because if you don't, you get bored of what you're doing pretty fast. So that's what I think. Brandon Atkinson was saying, I was referring to the novelty discussion. Okay. And Min in Japan says, boring is good, you can concentrate on the game itself. Yeah, but then you're not taking into account the point that I just made, which is that subconsciously you are bored. Like, even if you like the game, you are bored subconsciously because humans are driven towards novelty, and eventually you're going to get sick of it. Now, one counterpoint to this, where I'm willing to accept that people might be like, oh no, you're talking rubbish, is let's take the John Tiller games, for example, the War Game Design Studio, whatever you want to call them now. That series have all got the same UI, and yet the games are all, they're all similar games, I guess. Now, they do update the UI fairly regularly, but they're still using the same UI. Now, but the games are similar. They're not pretending to be anything different. Wow, how am I going to deal with this guy with this so little health? Do I have any defensive items? No. So I think I'm just going to have to run around him. Oh, yeah, okay. Whoopsie. I think I've about had enough of this for one night. Brandon Atkinson says UI is part of the game, and Min in Japan says, now we have to define what the UI consists of. Well, user interface is is the way that you interface with the game, right? So I maintain that it's important to have a user interface that is interesting, It's not enough to be... Being invisible is not enough. Like, you need a user interface that's engaging and meshes with the game mechanics. Because if it doesn't, then you're not actually making the best use of a user interface. By the way, I'm all for a user interface that feels invisible, providing that it's not also the same as you've had in loads of other games. That's where I draw the line, because that's when the boredom kicks in, the subconscious boredom. So if your user interface is invisible, yeah, and that, by the way, that's not possible, but if it is as invisible as possible, that's absolutely fine, providing that that is unique to that game. In that case, good. Excellent. No, you've done well. Men Japan says, I like WASD, but others hate it. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Some people don't get on with it. Older gamers don't get on with WASD at all. You know, if you talk to Mac from Worth It By, he always redefines it so that you use the arrow keys instead, because he's an old Quake player or whatever. Brandon Atkinson says, they feel more like explanations than dedicated separate games in the case of John Tiller games. Oh, sorry, they feel more like expiations than dedicated separate games in the case of John Tiller games. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same game system, right? So it's sort of the same game with just different, with a different flavor of it. Right, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream because my voice is starting to go now. So because I've been talking a lot. Thanks for playing, hanging out while I was playing Resident Evil, man. I really appreciate it. I'm going to practice this game a little bit offline and get better at it, so when I come back at it, I'm not going to be getting hit by every damn zombie. It's been such a long time since I played this, and I'm utterly terrible at it. So before I come back and finish this game off, I will practice a little bit and try and get better. But thank you for sticking around and chatting to me while I was playing. I really enjoyed that. Min in Japan says, good session, have a good one. Yes, thank you for coming along and chatting to me, man. I say man, but I mean that in a sort of general way. Brandon Atkinson says, it has been fun. Yes, it has been fun. Thank you. Like, I really like to talk about this stuff. So it's when I'm talking about this stuff, don't take me being combative. I'm not. I just like to get to the bottom of things. So and I've got about a bad habit that when I'm talking with people, I'll often argue back. But I'm actually taking him on board on what he's saying, and I process it as I'm kind of talking. So you'll often find that I'll come back after a few days and I'll have changed my opinion on stuff. It's not because I'm wishy-washy. It's literally that I do think about things, and I sometimes realise that I'm wrong on stuff. So I am actually genuinely trying to get to the bottom of stuff rather than just trying to be right. I know it doesn't always see like that. Min in Japan says, I'm not changing my view on WASD. Okay, well, don't. I'll see if I care. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Take it easy.